like they're more popular.
Childhood best friend Marie was down. She was here for
That's a good. No, that's a
and then
great
we
album.
went to Texas.
He's
And we went to my mom's.
like the lead singer.
He
Julie.
looked like Jay Jinko.
Back
There's a picture of him.
Look at the way the guy
standing,
dances.
drove back here.
and then he was like moving his own hips. And then grabbed him, just like Julie crossed the ball.
And the thing is, the one we get that I was
That was really fun.
Yes.
was our
You're saying it's like old school dance, like
Absolutely.
and I just really
jitterbug, like he's floating.
I can't say I'm
I looked
So everybody takes
There's
just
two things. I think, first of all, I feel like all their songs sound the same. It's hard to link because Cigarettes After Sex. Their songs are
there.
and I feel like every person that
But
I've
Andre
ever met
John's cool.
that wants to come to concerts, walking right
That'd be cool.
I don't know. In like in a bad way. I don't know. Like just not good. They turn out to be very strange.
Well, this
Fair.
Honestly, like I kind of see what they should now. I feel like the only song
She was also thinking about going to the big shower.
all the other songs are like I listen to AM, like their album. Cigarettes After Sex,
It's so funny. It's so funny. Because once you like notice it, it's really good.
yeah, I think there's I don't know, like even at least like the Strokes. I feel like a lot of the songs sound pretty different from the Strokes. Cigarettes After Sex. All like the very heavy reverb and shit. You know, like it's TikTok slow version.
Every weekend is a thing. Every weekend. You celebrate the first 3 times. Family members.
It's like a lot of folk rock. Dire Straits.
You know, I used to, in high school, I was like,
We're going out.
yeah, Dire Straits. I'm not really into Dire Straits again for some reason. Because, like, I think the same thing that's happening in Indie rock, like, the sort of Dire Straits is being banned. I feel like Dire Straits is that.
Yeah. It's very cool stuff.
Yeah.
You fuck with like the country slash like.
It was a great tour.
I think it's cool. I think it's interesting what's happening.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I think like it's very like popular and like shit. Like, but like sort of listen to some stuff. It's not that bad.
Not terrible. I feel like
He reached out and I
just like a lot of bandwagon.
I
Yeah,
Yeah, I was picked into it a while. Like, okay, this shit.
No, I think that like the country pop stuff that happened in the 2010s was nonsense. But I'm sort of getting into
Some of
it.
the OG country songs are kind of good.
Exactly.
Like, I think when they say they're hating on country songs, it's like kind of like early Taylor Swift.
Probably early to yeah, stuff like that. And like songs about pickup trucks and things like that.
Yeah.
Sort of like if you're listening to a lot of kind of like 40s and 30s,
Whoa! Hey guys! Everybody, welcome to Comedy Social. My name is Dan Madonia. I'm going to be your host. We're here at Summit 68. Super awesome place. We're brought to you tonight by Rove. Tonight, I said tonight as if this is not the afternoon and you guys aren't problem drinkers. No, we supplied it. We're the suppliers. We're the pusher man. I'm glad you guys are all here. I appreciate you all coming. This is awesome. This is a live to tape experience, which means every single comedian coming up here is getting tape of their comedy in like high quality, like really high quality, better than they usually get from an iPhone. You know, like. And what we want to do is we want to keep a good energy the whole time. Everybody have a good time. Like, if you have resting bitch face, it's a good time to fucking drop that shit. We want to have a good time. Like, that's it. Like, we're gonna have like this should honestly just feel like a party. All right, that's really what the vibe we're going for. You're all here in my basement. And we're having a good time. That's really, I'm going to be your host for the whole time. Comics are going to be doing rapid sets. They're only doing 5 minutes apiece. So if you don't like something else is coming right around the corner, okay? So get over yourself, all right? These are fucking jokes. You might hear things that might trigger you. It might happen. That's something that possibly might happen when you're here. If you hear something that might trigger you, what you do is you wait for the punchline and then you laugh. That's how it goes. That's how jokes work. That's what we're doing. These comedians are coming out here. They're telling jokes. This is a material showcase. So if you're scared of people coming out here and doing crowd work and picking on you, that's not what's going to happen. I know some people are afraid to sit up front and sat in the back. I got news for you. There's only 4 rows, so you're automatically in the fucking front, no matter where you are. But nonetheless, we're gonna have a good time. The only person that will really pick on you will probably be me. But I'm gonna make sure you guys, I'm gonna be your cheerleader this whole time. I'm cheering you guys on because I want you guys to be the best audience that you can possibly be. You guys didn't know each other before. You didn't. But by the end of this, we're gonna be a fucking family, all right? It's gonna be better than Olive Garden, all right? So, like, let's, yes, fucking get those out of the way right now. And if you got to get up and go to the bathroom or anything like that, we welcome you to please do that, but do that when I'm on stage, okay? Let's not get up and move around while the comics are performing. Awesome? Everybody in agreement? Everything consensual? I haven't forced anything upon anybody. That's all on video, so you're all liable, okay? Guys, we're going to have a good time. And just about me, like, just to let you guys, they're going to come in with drinks too. Taylor right here, the lovely Taylor. Come on in. Raise your hand if you need a drink right now. Like, see, that's going to be happening throughout the show. So, like, that's going to be happening. Like, if you guys need to know about me, I can let you guys know. If you're not uncomfortable with me as a host so far, I can let you guys know who I am. Like, yeah, send it down to Greg. Send it to Greg needs it. I'm an adult. That's what this is in front of you, in case you could. I'm a grown man. I don't need anybody's help to move the couches if I want to make a fort. You know, that's my responsibility as an adult. You guys are adults. You know what responsibilities are, right? Like, you can't just take any pill you find on the ground anymore, right? No. Yeah, you have to Google it first to know what ride you're about to take, right? Because what happens if it's a Benadryl? Then you've lost your entire day, right? Everybody here has had Benadryl before, right? They should just change their slogan. It should be because you can't have allergies if you're in a fucking coma. I've been smoking weed this whole time. Who knew? All I needed was an antihistamine. Thanks, Pfizer. That's my dealer's name, in case anybody needs the hookup at all. Okay, so that's how jokes work. All right, now we know. All right, it's going to be like that continuously. Comedian after comedian. I'm very excited. I'm not every comedian I booked personally, so if you're not laughing, that's a kick in my nuts, all right? Like, so I trust every single person on this lineup is a banger, and we're gonna have a good time, and I'm gonna be here for the whole ride, and you can literally, if it does turn out that they're not funny, you can kick me in the nuts after. And that's how we'll set up, and that'll be more content for Comedy Social. Exactly, because everybody's seen America's Funniest Home Video, and we know somebody getting hit in the nuts is a winner, right? Exactly. Now we've taken you farther away from stand-up comedy again with my diatribe. Let me tell you another joke. My mother was a witch. That's how I grew up. I grew up in the Wiccan religion. It's a weird way. Growing up, my mom used to all the time say, anything you want in this world, you can manifest it. Anything you want in this life, you can manifest it. And then I'd have to look at her and be like, well, why are we renting? We live in a studio, Ma. I share a room with my sister. You think you could conjure up some walls? We were poor. It's hard being poor with a witch mom. I don't know if you guys, when you're poor, you move around a lot. And if you're moving around with a witch mom, it's like, what are you doing? You're just moving rocks and scarves. Why do you have 6 tambourines? You're not Stevie Nicks. Like, all right, okay, guys. All right, we guys, let's get these hands together. Let's feel some energy. Let's go. We're Comedy Social, brought to you by Rove. The first comedian coming to the stage. Let's keep it going for Pete Stewart.
All right, keep it going for Dan, everybody. Let him hear it. I'm dating in New York City, and I hate it. I was seeing this woman a while back. She was absolutely beautiful. like really gorgeous, way out of my league. She was like a New York 4. She's kind of weird on the first date, though. All she wanted to talk about was Drake. Yeah, like all night, all she could talk about was Drake. And I gotta be honest, if I could have dinner with any celebrity, living or dead, I would choose Drake dead. Anyway, things were going all right. We went back to her place. We were making out or whatever. And she was like, Peter, do you have a condom? And I was like, baby, I never thought I was gonna make it this far. She wanted me to talk dirty, and I'm from Canada, so we don't learn how to do that. So when she was like, what are you gonna do? I was like, my best? Yeah, also in bed, she wanted me to hurt her, so I told her her dress made her look fat. Yeah, apparently that's not what she was going for. So she took my hand and she put it like right around her neck, and I gotta be honest with you guys, choking her made me very, very uncomfortable. Like, have you ever hyperventilated while you're choking someone? Yeah, it's not a good look, right? Because she thinks you're making fun of her. Because she's like, and I was just like, So anyway, the best advice I can give you guys is if you ever do S&M, try not to be the S and the M at the same time. That's how it works best. She also called me daddy. Ugh, yeah, I did not like that. And I guess she could tell, because she was like, oh, daddy, what's wrong? And I was like, oh, man, just found out my daughter's a whore. Yeah. Then I felt bad because I wasn't doing anything she wanted in bed. So when she was like, can we have a threesome? I said, well, ask your mother. So, yeah, also in bed, she wanted me to lift her up physically, not emotionally, which I don't know if you can tell, that's not my strongest suit. But I said, you know what, Peter? Go big or go home. And I went home. That's how the date ended. I actually ended up living with that girl for a while. Then we had to break up because I found out she was cheating on me. But, it's New York, so we had to keep living together. Yeah, I got her back, though. So for a long time, every time she left the apartment, I would take her laptop and I would just search schizophrenia symptoms, do I have schizophrenia? So now every time she watches a YouTube video, she gets ads for schizophrenia medication. Finally, she pulled me aside. She was like, hey, do you have any idea why I keep getting all these ads for schizophrenia medication? And I was like, I do. But don't you remember talking about this yesterday? Yeah, I don't know. I've got this problem, too. A lot of women, they look at me and they just assume that I'm gay, which I kind of get. I look like a less threatening Jane Lynch. That's the vibe I give off. Like, when I was a kid, my dad definitely thought I was gay, because just out of the blue, he would be like, hey, son, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'd be like, Dad, I got an A on my math test. And he'd be like, that's great, son. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Yeah, finally I went to my mom. I was like, I think Dad might be gay. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know, man. Anybody ever have parents? Yeah, I got this problem where my dad thinks that I don't read his emails. So he has started putting clickbait in the subject line of every email he sends me. So it'll be like, top 10 changes I made to my will. Or you'll never guess where I added 4 inches. Yeah, don't get too excited. He bought a new TV. So he sent me one that just said, the truth about who's sleeping with your mother. Truth is, it's him. So that's, yeah. So when I was a kid, did anybody else have parents who kissed them on the lips as a kid? Just me? Cool. All right. Yeah, this was when I was really little. I was like 16. It was, yeah. And then one day they just never did it again. So I would love to know who put a stop to that. Was it my mom or my dad or the state? I have no idea. The actual answer was my dad drove me to school one day and he tried to kiss me on the lips and I pulled back. That's an awkward conversation to have with your dad, right? Hey, Dad, I just want to be friends. All right, you guys have been a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, that was one. We're going to do more of those. You got it? Everybody on board? I love it. So let's just keep the energy going. Let's get those claps going. Let's keep it going for your next comedian, Robbie Slowick.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. We can add a laugh track in post, right? We can do that. Fantastic. This isn't going to be enough for clips, guys. Nice to see you. Good to be here. All right, well, let's have fun. The world's falling apart. You guys see it. You know. But you know how you're like steeped in propaganda, so you don't always know something like snaps you into it. What it was for me is I was at a CVS the other day waiting on something, and there was a father and son. They were also waiting too, and they were talking about what was going on in the world. And the dad said, "Aren't you lucky that we live in the freest country in the world?" And it's while we were waiting on someone to come unlock the deodorant. You know? I was like, maybe I shouldn't have to liberate the toothpaste in the freest country in the world, you know? Who knows? And I pay more attention to this stuff now because I've got 2 little daughters at home. I got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and that's a life changer. Your life changes in ways that no one gets you ready for, you know? Like, right out the gate, something that changes. Pediatric nurses call you daddy. No one gets you ready for that. No one prepares you for that moment emotionally. This is the waiting room daddy. You're in exam room 1 daddy. I'm like, stop it. My wife is right here. What are you doing? Stop it. Keep going. And that's what's weird for me because I don't have daddy energy. You know, I have father energy. It's not the same, you know. I'm not like, ooh, bad girl needs a spanking, you know. I'm like, you get what you get and you don't get upset, you know. It's not quite the same. And they're both IVF babies. You guys know what IVF is? For anyone who doesn't, that's when you try to make a baby against God's will. And it's a hard thing to do. Both of our bodies are like, do not do this. We're in charge here. We make the rules. You take $100,000 and bring us a baby. So we have 2 babies and no money, and we've never been happier. We've never been happier. It's really the greatest thing. It really is. And my wife is also a comedian, so people are always like, oh, their kids must be so funny. And I'm like, they're not. They're babies. They're babies. They're not funny. But one of them did something so funny that I'm jealous of it. I'm like almost mad at it, all right? When she was 1, the older one, we taught her how to cheers her little milk bottle. Very cute. Cheers. She'll take a drink. Haha, cute. Shortly after that, she was breastfeeding on my wife, and she picked her head up, clinked her tits together, and went, cheers. It's a perfect joke. I've been sucking titties for 20 years. I never once thought to do that. So mad at it. And the truth is about kids, like I was ambivalent about having them. I didn't even know if I wanted to have kids or not. My wife was like, you do, you know? And now that they're here, it's crazy how much I love them. It's crazy. It's like unlocked a new type of love I didn't know existed, you know? Like if that's what love is, I don't love my wife. It's like, it's not even close. It's not even close. I'm just rocking this perfect little baby, and I'm just like, ooh, you're still here, you know? Howdy, Patna. I call my wife Patna. It's not great for our relationship, you know? But my relationship with my wife and my kids, those are very different relationships, right? My relationship with my wife, it's sexual in nature, you know? But it's not super romantic, and it's just the opposite with my kids. It's not sexual even a little bit, not at all. But it's very romantic. It is. Every night I do bedtime with the older one. I look her right in the eyes, and I say, I love you so much. I'm so glad you're here. You make my life better. And I never say it to my wife. I never say it to my wife. I wouldn't even consider it, to be honest. We don't even make eye contact when we have sex, you know? It's much more like, did you? Because then I will, you know? Half the time we're having sex, I feel like I'm just trying not to interrupt a woman who's fully masturbating, you know? She's just going to work on herself, and I'm like, it's okay that I'm here, right? Like, this isn't a distraction for you. This is fine? Okay, great. Then I guess I'll finish. You can finish. Which isn't what you want as a man. It's not what you want, right? As a man, you want to be, I'm good at it. I'm fucking you so good, you know? You want to be responsible for it, right? So it's not a good vibe. Like I was doing shows in Vegas. I saw a couple that was out, and the woman was wearing a T-shirt that said, "What he lacks in brains, he makes up for in dick." And any man would be perfectly happy to go out with someone in that shirt, you know? Any man would be proud to go out with someone in that shirt. But no man is going out with someone in the reverse of that shirt, you know? No man is leaving the house with what he lacks in dick, he makes up for in brains. Ugh. Can you imagine you get done having sex with someone and they're like, oh my God, you are so smart. Like, get out of here. Okay, that was 4 minutes. Let me end on something. Let me end on a joke and then get out of here. Okay. It went faster than I thought it was going to. So now I have to pick a joke, and I'm running out of time to do that. So now every second I talk, I have to pick a shorter joke, and I'm rotating through jokes in my head. I talked a lot about my kids. I need to get in shape. And I know I need to get in shape because my youngest daughter, she's 10 months old. She she was resting on me, and she started grabbing up my bicep, and she squeezed it, and I saw her like think for a second as she was squeezing it, and then she took a second, and she started looking for a nipple with her mouth. She was like, all right, I gotta get in shape for sure. Anyway, we're gonna edit that part out as well, then we'll put in laughter, and then maybe just replace me totally, and we'll make it work. Bye, everybody.
Spice it up. You guys are almost the crowd. You're almost there. You're almost laughing audibly. Like we're like you're just. What is it? A Coke crowd, and we're just not late enough yet. It's just there's a bathroom in the back that's purely made of mirrors. Like I was forewarned. Or do you guys do Coke? I can't. I have the wrong equipment. You can't show up to a Coke party with a nose like mine. People give you dirty looks. I show up to a Coke party, people look at me like I'm Michael Jordan showing up to a pickup game. Nobody wants to play with me. All right, we got some water and some alcohol coming in. Raise your hand if you need some, and they'll get it.
Water, beer, mimosa?
Yeah, see? Water's good. Hydration is good. That's an important part of taking drugs. It is. You don't get to take as many drugs if you don't hydrate. It's true. Like, this is a pro move. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. I'm literally the perfect person in the world to do drugs with. I am. I'm the perfect person to do mushrooms with, actually. You know why? Because I have them. That's the key. You find the person that has the mushrooms, you do them with him. He knows what he's doing, right? Like, I know what I'm doing. You look at me, you see, I know what I'm doing, right? You don't want the pilot coming on in the middle of the flight being like, I don't know if this thing has landing gear, right? You know, like, I'm somebody who has to know what they're doing. Like, so I can never freak out, right? Because if I freak out, you're going to freak out, right? I have to know what I'm doing at all times. I can't let anybody know that I once thought that my mother was an undercover agent that was so deep undercover that she had to have me in order to catch me. Yeah, no, I have to keep that shit inside my head like a professional. That's my job as a professional drug taker. And I will do that for you. I will be your Sherpa. I will take you to that higher mountain, but we're leaving all your baggage behind. That's the deal. All right, you guys ready for more comedy? Yeah, let's get that energy going. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Your next comic I'm very excited to bring to the stage. Let's keep it going for Kendra Dawsey.
Hi, everyone. I am a lesbian. I usually dress way more ugly, but today is laundry day. So this is my one clean pair of pants. I wore them to my wedding, part of my lore. I was like, oh, yeah, I still fit in these. It's great. I am a lesbian. I usually do dress kind of gross because that makes me feel comfortable. When I go out of the house, I want people to think, why does that man have such a feminine voice and such a fat ass? Like that's what I want people to think looking at me. But I've experimented with looking different ways. So there was one year where I actually got box braids. A few people in the audience know what that is. If you don't know, ask your one black friend. Ask your black coworker that could barely stand you, right? So I got box braids, and they were down pretty far on my back, right? And people treated me so much more differently than I expected. Like, a man in Manhattan bought me a sandwich. I was like, are you expecting anything for this? Or is this just like, I'm cute? Like, what does this mean? I have to go to work. There was once where I had these box braids in. I was walking down the street, and I was holding a printer because I was going to sell it to a stranger online for a little bit of money, because that's how my life's been going, right? And I was walking down the street holding this printer. I passed by a stoop. There was a man on the stoop, and he said, hey, do you need help carrying that printer? And I said, no, I'm good. And then he said, well, can I carry you? And I was like, wow. That is a smooth line. I am not interested in your services, but I would love to refer you to someone else. If I could call up one of my friends and be like, there is a handsome black man. He seems to be about 5'10", has nice teeth. Maybe you could like make out with him a little. I don't know. I feel like he deserves it. He seems nice. He offered to carry me randomly. He must be strong. I don't know. I'm dragging that wagon. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I am married. I am in an interracial relationship. I finished The Sopranos a few years ago, so I decided to convert to Italian. And I just fell in love with the culture. You know, I watched it, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to take the Italian shahada, gabagool alaikum, and halal, though. Halal gabagool. I took the Hajj. I went to a random diner in New Jersey, and now I am Italian. And my wife's family is boring white, so we just learn so much from one another. It's great, so intercultural. I will say, though, my wife's family does a lot of weird things. So a little bit of background of me, both my parents are from New York City. I am not. That's why I sound like a fucking nerd, right? So I grew up, my parents moved me to a town full of white people because they wanted my life to be on hard mode. So I grew up around white people. I thought I knew all there was to know about white people. I'm like, okay, I have like observed you in your natural environment, a random Starbucks on Route 6. Like, I've measured white people's skulls. Like, I thought I was used to them. But my wife's family, they do things that I have never heard of before. For example, every Christmas, they will get you an entire stocking full of stuff, and at the very bottom of the stocking, they will put in one orange. And I'm not sure why. I know some people are looking at me weird. I also thought it was weird. I think it's so that you could pull the orange out of the stocking and pretend that you're a Victorian-era child at risk for scurvy. I think they're like, oh, like, you'll have vitamin C and your teeth won't fall out. I think they want you to cosplay that, right? And that's so different from how I grew up, because how I grew up was, one, we did not get full Christmas stockings. We did not get the entire thing. We got a few gifts, of course, every year, but my mom wasn't like, oh yeah, Santa's elves came. She was like, I got this. I don't want that random guy getting credit. And often the gifts were just clothes that I needed for the next year because I grew pretty fast. So it was like, I'd get one fun gift and then it was like 5 ugly sweaters. That was Christmas at my house, right? And then after we got all of these gifts and everything, then my family would gather around and they'd all drink their traditional Italian-American drink, Hennessy. That was Christmas. Thank you, everyone. That's my time. My name is Kendra Dossie.
Kendra Dossie, everybody. We're having fun. We're feeling good. Go to the bathroom, dude, please. Please. Cocaine. He got it in his head, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be sitting here for a while. Let's get this conversational. Let's feel good. Okay, everybody feeling good? We're good? Yeah. We're not going to wait for him. He's going to have to wait to come sit down again, all right? Fuck him. he didn't share his Coke. What the fuck, dude? All right. Let's get that energy going. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Let's get together. Your next comedian, let's keep it going for Chase DeRusso.
A lot of y'all, this is your first comedy show, right? And you're also brunch weirdos. So as a performer who normally goes up at night, you guys can be my worst nightmare. But I like you as a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, people are gonna be watching this at home, they're watching this on a screen. I'm in front of a screen. This isn't even a real curtain, it's a screen. As an only child growing up, I was always told to get out of the way. Now I'm living my dreams for millions of people standing in front of the screen. But I like your vibe as a group. You know what I mean? Like, every dude in here, you all look like you have somebody in your phone that knows somebody with a boat. I like that. That's my people. That's me. And every woman in here, beautiful. You all look like you know how to make like a badass candle. I like that. I dressed up for this. I'm like, I'm going to fucking Brooklyn today. Let's go. I dressed up like Batman's parents right before they got shot. I'm down. Let's make success happen. You know what I mean? He said my name right. It is Chase DeRusso, but when I'm drinking red wine, I like to pronounce it Chase DeRusso. I make it sexy. You know what I mean? You gotta feel sexy about yourself. Look in the mirror. Give yourself a compliment. It's not that hard. I've done that. You know what I mean? Don't talk shit about yourself in the mirror. Don't look at yourself and say negative things. I've done that before. Like, ooh, I shaved my beard too much. I look like the baby in Dinosaurs. Ew. Like, why would I do that? How are 2 green dinosaurs going to have a light-skinned baby? The 90s, Made no sense. And every dinosaur in that family was a different species of dinosaur. Like the brother was a carnivore, the sister was bisexual. It made no sense. And the catchphrase for that show was what? Not the mama. Should have been not the daddy. That's all I'm saying. But we're here now making stuff happen. You gotta love yourself. You know what I mean? I'm trying to. It's hard. You know what I mean? I look in the mirror, give myself a compliment. Hey, I look like The Rock if he only did the elliptical. Cool. Like, I'm down. You know what I mean? Celebrate yourself. Love yourself. It's not that hard. It is hard, but you got to work on it. You know, it's like a muscle. You got to keep exercising it. You know what I mean? Like, I have, you know what I mean? I have ADD, ADHD, self-diagnosed. I'm not rich, but, like, I took a survey on Instagram. I don't know. My friends that have it tell me I got it, and it's terminal, so that's all I know. But I'm glad to be, you know what I mean? Like, I'm working on myself. You know what I mean? I might be on the spectrum. I don't know. I love a weighted blanket. I know that. And I'm just working on myself. But I like you guys. I'm trying to get out more with more people. You know what I mean? You guys, successful. I like you because you're rich, but you're not wealthy. I like that. Wealthy? Ugh, that's too much. Billionaires? What? Ew. They're weird. They're weird. They don't call each other out. They're weirdos, right? Like, if you're a billionaire and you want to have fun, there's an island you can go to. What? And if you're a billionaire and you want to die, there's a submarine that'll take you right under the Titanic. What's up? What are they looking for down there? A new place to hurt kids? They're weird. You guys are normal, following dreams. You know what I'm saying? What's your name? Craig. Stand up for a second. Give it up for Craig, guys. This guy's fucking awesome. Listen, let me tell you the power of Craig sitting in the front. I needed this energy. He looks like a cop and a firefighter at the same time. I like that. And he's still shaking my hand. He could be a mayor or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I like the vibe, bro.
Give it up for Chaze.
Yeah! Thank you, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Bro, I would fucking download you in Fortnite. I like that vibe. Let's follow our dreams, guys. It's not that fucking hard. Do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? I love doing comedy. The first job I ever had in my life, it was in the entertainment industry, bro. It was in Hollywood. Hollywood Video. It's a video rental store. We were Blockbuster Video's competitor. So we went out of business first. But I'm always just working on myself. You know what I mean? It's hard. You know what I mean? Trying to be fearless is important. You know what I mean? That's an important thing to work on. Because I had Latina babysitters growing up from Texas. From Texas, bro. You know what I mean? I'm from Texas. I think if you're from the South and you move to New York City or any other part of the country, I think that should count as being an immigrant. That's all I'm saying. Because we have Southern hospitality. It does not translate to New York City. Like, I say ma'am when I talk. Sometimes New York women do not like when you say ma'am. That's the worst thing you can say to a woman in New York. Yo, do I look like a ma'am to you? I'm 39. I'm not having kids for at least 12 years. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm an immigrant. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just saying, ma'am is the C word for B words. Don't say it. All right, you guys, thank you very much.
Shazam! It's my favorite Backstreet Boy. I love it. Oh, God. Yeah, see? You guys feel it. You feel it now. You're a little warmer. You're fucking, you got to see Greg. You know, that's what brings people together, right? Really, it's just why we came here today. We got drinks coming in. Does anyone raise your hand if you need them? We're all good? Yeah. Greg, the man was brought on stage. And we need to bring this man back in. He's all coked up and ready to go. You went in the wrong bathroom. The bathroom over here is the mirror. In the showroom, right here in the corner. We can do coke in that bathroom, guys. This is Brandon. He's the spawn of Greg. He came from that nutsack. That's how it works. I know, because I'm a dad. I did it too. I'm his dad too. We're both Brandon's dad, is how it goes. All right, everybody. There we go. Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling good? Fucking good energy. All right, let's get those hands together. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Give it up for your next comedian. Keep it going for Max Mwachanine.
Thank you. How's everybody doing? All right, cool. I'm excited too. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to rock and roll in front of this whatever it is, screen, whatever. I'm excited. I have a pretty exciting life in general. I recently read an entire 4-volume biography on Lyndon Johnson, LBJ. Fun fact about LBJ. LBJ is actually Spanish for the blowjob. El BJ. If it happens more than once, it's Los BJs. The more you know. You guys are a good crowd. Not all crowds are this good. Years ago when I was new to comedy, I did a show, tough crowd. I was on stage, I was telling my jokes, it wasn't going very well. And then halfway through my set, there was a couple sitting front and center that stood up and walked out. And it was a short stage, so they were blocking everybody's view. The couple directly behind them looked up at them and went, "Oh my God, we can do that?" And then they got up and they left. I didn't let it bother me. Now I'm a pretty mellow person. I'm very calm. I'm so mellow, people tell me I have resting face. Just always look like I'm resting. Even when I'm excited, like I am right now, I still just look like I'm resting. I'm shy, too. I know that I'm shy because a few years ago I went to my high school reunion, and I met everybody for the first time. I walked in, I was like, oh boy, I've never talked to any of these people before. I went to high school with Emily Ratajkowski. Do you guys know her? She's a very famous model, very famous for being attractive. So whenever I tell people that I went to high school, there inevitably one like dumb guy will be like, "Whoa, bro, that's awesome. Was everybody at your high school like super hot?" And I'll be like, "No, just us two. Everybody else was regular." One of my friends referred to Emily Ratajkowski as a dime. Apparently that's a term that's used to describe people who are very attractive. And the reason why they do that is because the standard for modern American beauty is, of course, the man on the dime, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It's actually why they called him FDR. It was short for fuck doctor. I feel like you guys took that seriously. You're like, really? Is that actually what? F is fuck, DR is a common abbreviation for doctor. Excuse my language, but I don't like to censor history. I like to keep it real when I'm on stage. I like that. Years ago, I had a coworker. He was from Vietnam. His last name was spelled H-O, which is pretty funny. But get this, even better. His first name, swear to God, was spelled P-H-A-T. However, he chose to pronounce it Fat Ho. Yeah, I'm kidding. He pronounced it exactly how everybody in the office hoped he'd pronounce it. We were all like, this is fantastic. We're coming in early. We're coming in early Monday. But it's not all fun and games. You got to be careful when you work with a guy named Fat Ho, because as you can imagine, there might be a misunderstanding and you might get into trouble for the wrong reasons. For example, one time I was trying to get his attention, but he was standing behind another woman we both worked with. All right, so this is how it went down. Very innocently, I was like, "Hey, Fat Ho." And then there was a woman standing next to me. She misunderstood, so she freaked out. She was like, "Oh my God, you cannot call her that." And I was like, no, I was talking to the Vietnamese guy. You can't see him because he's standing behind that giant whore. She's totally blocking the view of Fat Ho. I used to start my comedy sets by asking the audience if they liked impressions, and then I'd like move the mic stand and plant it like it was a flag, and then I'd go, "Neil Armstrong, huh?" That was my big opening joke. Like, I bet you guys are excited to see what comes next. I stopped for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, it's not that funny. Reason number 2, you'd be surprised how many people are too dumb to get the reference. Like one time I did it and the guy in the audience was like, "I don't get it." And I was like, "Well, it's because Neil Armstrong planted a flag when he went to the moon." And the guy said, "No, he did not. The cyclist with 1 testicle did not go to the moon." All right. Thank you very much, everybody. You guys are great.
Everybody, Max Nice. I am a dad, like I mentioned. I have 2 kids. I have, yep, Brandon and my other one. His name is Other One. That is his deal. No, I love my kids. Me and my wife are trying to raise our kids in a house without yelling. That's our main deal. We're trying to raise them in a house with no yelling. But it is hard. It's really hard because they won't stop yelling at us. No matter what we do, they're just fucking yelling about lollipop, fucking something all the time, nonstop. They always need something, and they'll yell for it. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's keep that energy going. Let's keep that energy going. Hold on one second. I messed up. Let me just check my notes real quick. I do things right. Okay, I didn't mess up. Okay. All right, let's get that energy going. I didn't mess up. All right. You guys ready for your next comedian?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it going for Emma Quinlan Baxter.
Hello. Hi, guys. Hello. So my name is Emma, and when I was 4, I stole a What Would Jesus Do bookmark. He wouldn't steal it. That's what my mom said when she made me put it back. I was a really fun kid. I was actually told as a child by a doctor that I could never live alone, literally. I was born without a sense of smell, which is a real thing that happens to 1 in 10,000 people. So this century, America got me, Jason Sudeikis, and Ben from Ben & Jerry's, my boys. And having no sense of smell is called being congenitally anosmic, and being congenitally anosmic is, in medical terms, weird as hell. Like, I'm fully missing one of the 5 senses, but it's like the one that you low-key don't need. It's like kind of a social experiment. Like, sometimes I'm like, I understand the concept of smells. Like, I know where you guys are coming from. Like, I'm also like Pavlov to crave pizza when I go to a pizza place, but then other times I like get in someone's car and I'll see they have like an air freshener with the scent black ice, and I'm like, oh. You guys are freaks. Like, even I know that's water. Like, it's even more invisible than the other water. But we're getting off topic, back to the living alone thing. So when I was 5, one of my neurologists was like, holy shit, dude, you're gonna die in a microwave popcorn fire. Get wrecked. I was like, I'm 5. He goes, you can't ever live alone, like it's a bad idea, you're gonna like die in a gas leak and like have no one to BO check you. But now I'm like, it's 2026, like there's natural gas detectors on Amazon, there's like oat milk, I'm not gonna be drinking expired milk. I still have no one to BO check me though, I'm sorry. But at the time, this neurologist, AKA my arch nemesis, was like, you're gonna need to get this checked out. I think you need to have an MRI. But since you're 5, I don't think you're gonna be able to sit still, get wrecked. So he requested that I bring some sort of entertainment that I could like listen to through the MRI machine to help me sit still. Little did he know I was a 5-year-old genius prodigy. So I brought along the hottest mixtape of 2004, a CD I made myself of myself talking. It was what one might generously describe as freestyle rap. This was like pre-GarageBand. It was made on like a 1000-degree like Dell desktop fighting for its life. My dad made a clip art album cover and everything. And the title track in rainbow word art was "Get Me Out of This MRI." So its lyrics like described my annoyance at having to sit still for 20 minutes, and also how fucking stoked I was to go to Build-A-Bear afterwards. So like I would kill to be my mom in the room with 5-year-old me like ankle deep in an MRI machine, while my bitch-ass neurologist has to listen to my diss track. Get me out of this MRI. Anyway, continuing with my autobiography, a few years ago I had a near-death experience. It was on the subway, obviously. I was taking the 6 to Soho for the sole purpose of buying Birkenstock wedges. Some of you are like, there's your first mistake. I was on the 6 going to Soho, and all of a sudden this guy like takes over the intercom, politely introduces himself, gentlemen, and announces that this train and a bunch of other trains that he listed were about to quote-unquote blow up. And then he started counting down from 10. So I'm just sitting there, it's like me across from this older woman and this young couple. We all genuinely thought we were gonna die. Like, no one said that, but I could see it in their eyes. And I'll always remember this in my headphones. I was listening to If We Were a Movie by Hannah Montana, featuring Corbin Bleu. And I didn't even pause it for my death. I turned it down. So it's not even that I'm like embarrassed by that. It's more just that now every time I want to listen to Hannah Montana at age 27, I have to be like throwback to when I almost died. So that's like a bummer for me. But we're pulling into the next stop as the countdown gets to 1 and the doors don't open. So it's like real for a second. We're looking around, it's like silent for everyone else. For me, it's if we were a movie, you'd be the right guy, like turned down, really spooky. But finally the doors fly open, everyone runs up to the street, and we later found out it was just a prank. It was like just some kids doing a prank, they had done this before. So I'm like running down the block on the phone with my mom. I'm like, I almost died, but it was a prank. And then like minutes later, text her a pic of my new Birkenstock wedges. And she wrote back, bomb shoes. Jail. I think she needs to have another talk with Jesus. Thank you so much, guys. I'm Emma Baxter.
Quinlan Baxter, everybody! Yeah! Just keep the energy rolling. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Your next comedian, keep it going for Perry Strong.
Keep it going for your hoes. Keep it going for yourselves. Keep it going for girls who fuck on the first date, right? You know? It's them, then the troops. I'm Perry. I have a show called Two Comics on a Bench. I'm going to try some stuff on you. I'm going to try to do like a 5-minute descent into hell, and it should continuously get worse and funnier, but we're going to find out. All right. So, first, I'm writing a screenplay about dating someone bipolar. It's called Don't. Okay, that's so. If life were fair, only white people would have retarded children. They have the resources. The second part is, have you ever seen someone so retarded they look like they're on fire? He does. He knows. He laughed. And look, here's the thing. I'm going to bring us together. I'm going to do an act out. It's disrespectful, but I want us to be together, okay? You ready? Just for a second. You ready? That guy. You seen him? It looks like it hurts, right? You know? I hate it when my phone autocorrects whores to whites. No? No one else? No? Okay. You know. Now you know what I'm talking about on my phone. Let's see. Here we go. It's going to get bad. I think it's harder to be sober and not be a wife beater. I'm the only one who dates women. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna get worse. Trans are like midgets to me. I love them, but sometimes they startle me. You know, right? I mean, yeah. Have you ever been in a place and like a 3-foot person walks in, you're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, all right, I'm fine. You just had to assess it. You had to get used to what was happening. All right, okay, we'll take it. All right, okay. It's gonna get worse. I think fat people are like blacks and Asians. You can't tell how old they are. Fat is ageless. You know what I mean? Every fat motherfucker's 31 years old. Come on, you see these kids? This 14-year-old fat kid could buy drinks. You know? I'm still working it. That's all right, here we go. Random admission. I once fucked this girl so good that her dogs stopped listening to her. The dogs were like, did you see that shit? He's our master now. From your reaction, I know how y'all fucking. You're telling on yourselves. No. Quick celebrity thing. If Abraham Lincoln were to time travel to the present and see a Kevin Hart film, he would go back to the past and say, we have to keep the slaves. Kevin Hart's films are so bad, I don't think Black Lives Matter. Do a quick Diddy thing. What do you guys think about Diddy, guys? Come on, a descent into hell. Listen, I'll just talk about it real quick. Diddy got 4 years. Is that too much? Is it enough? This is the thing. We know what he likes, right? We all know what he likes, right? Diddy went to dick camp for 4 years, guys. Was that a punishment? Imagine being locked somewhere where they're just doing everything you like. I'm gonna end on this, guys. Oh wait, I have one more Diddy-related thing. Did you guys hear that Justin Bieber got a tattoo everywhere he got cummed on in the freak-offs? You guys didn't hear this? I made it up. I'm sorry. It felt right. You know, it sounded like something you would have heard. All right, last thing I do a little thing called misquotes. It's something someone famous in history may or may not have said. The first one, with pussy this good, you don't need to be an original thinker. Gandhi. Niggas gonna nig. Joe Biden. Without testosterone, we're just bitches. Martin Luther King. And I go through very, sorry, I'm fast. I know I'm running out of time. I'm gonna go through these fast. With a mouth that big and all that neck, easy target. Charlie Kirk's assassin. Donnie, stop it. Wait till it's done. Charlie Kirk's wife. If I do this, you'll take care of my family, right? Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna bring it back, I swear. Let's roll down to the club and get some pussy. Stephen Hawking. This dick ain't gonna suck itself. Stephen Hawking. Fucking put me in this chair and it was worth it. Stephen Hawking. Charlie Kirk. Bye, guys.
Very strong, everybody. Very strong. You know, sometimes jokes bring us together. You know, sometimes they trauma bond us. That was an example of the latter. Right? But you were there. You were there. You were present. I appreciate all of you guys. That was fucking wonderful. All right, let's see. Let's keep the. I hear your bag. No, get it. Get it. Right now is the time to get in that bag. What is in the bag? I need to know now. Shit. You got weed in there? Smoking? No. Guys, let's get the energy going. Let's keep it. Let's feel it. Let's keep the energy going. Your next comedian, keep it going for Christy Miller.
What's happening, cocksuckers? Oh, God, I sucked a lot of dick to get this gig, so please, give me some love, motherfuckers. I'm old as shit, too. Everybody's young. You're gorgeous. How old are you, like this many? Fucking beautiful. God, the pussy's still tight. Atta girl, honey. Is that your, are you two? No. They should be. All I'm saying is get it, honey. Listen, young pussy is the way to go, honey. Keep it tight, keep it right. I'm telling you.
No, get it.
I'm white. It doesn't matter. Honey, I was the best suck. Never mind. I said I sucked the best dick in my house. So I was just say that. Never mind. Scratch that fucking line. I'm getting old, though. It sucks. Stay young. Stay beautiful. I'm turning 56 in September. You didn't have to applaud. Like, oh, she's still alive. She made it. Oh my God. It fucking sucks. I thought right now I'd be in my prime, right? 55. According to the Real Housewives franchise, I'm supposed to be fully made up in front of a ring light and sucking everybody's dick, right? I'm supposed to be living large. I'm supposed to be able to raw dog the entire city of Brooklyn without a condom, a plan B, or a flight of stairs. He is so scared of me right now. He's like, I didn't know Cher started bench pressing. That's my favorite old bitch. I love her so much. And the thing is, at 55, I still get my period. Right? It's fucked up. 55, what does that egg want? What is it, hanging on for dear life? Going, so the price of eggs just went up, my street value. I'm gonna ride this bitch out a little longer. Like, I'm 55, I'm not gonna have a baby at 55. Are you crazy? Could you imagine that kid would come out, you know, and in this administration, there ain't no programs left for me. So, fuck that. Actually, I wouldn't mind a kid, because those kids are pretty smart. If you see them on TikTok, these motherfuckers can play piano. They could do your taxes. They could help me with my iPhone. I don't know shit. I need help. But it sucks, man. Like, it's so crazy to get my... I was like, why? That egg is just sitting there. Like, what is it? Like some like little Gen Zer going, excuse me. I need to feel seen, okay? You're not even paying attention to me over here? Like, what are you doing? Like, hello, I am low-key ready to be perminated, okay? You don't fucking get it. I don't know. That was a new tag, and I shouldn't have done that today. So apparently, God, I shouldn't have taped it today. Anyway, fucking sucks getting old, man. Because you're young and beautiful. Your uterus is still perfect. You know, if you get pregnant, that baby's going to carry determined luxury. It's like a brand new Ferrari, and that kid's got the T-tops down, and it's cruising down the highway for months. Wind through its hair, just in Italian leather seats. It's gorgeous. It comes flying out of the vagina on his birthday. All the paparazzi are taking pictures of it. It's got 1 million followers on TikTok, and everybody's trying to endorse it, you know? So it's like, fuck it, this kid is perfect. It's gorgeous. At 55, my uterus looks like that Cybertruck on fire in front of Trump Tower with the dead body inside. Okay. Well, they don't like period jokes. Okay, great. God, I know. It's fucking ridiculous, man. I don't know, man. It's getting weird. I don't know. But I do love, I mentioned earlier, I love Cher. That's my queen. That's my favorite old bitch. You guys like her? You guys know who she is? Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? You know, do you believe in life after love? Woo! I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe that I'm still alive? Cher is in her late thousands, and she's still pulling young dick. Fucking badass. That pussy is gangster. The best part, he's 40 years younger than her, and he's black. Oh. Fucking love those two. I hope they get married. I really do. Her and Alexander Edwards, I hope they get married. And I hope when he does, he gets half her shit. Because he's got to eat that 80-year-old pussy every day. You ever seen old pussy, sir? You want to? All right. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
Christy Miller, everybody! Christy Miller! You feeling good? We having fun? What's been your favorite part so far? You enjoy the mimosas? I can't handle mimosas. When I drink tequila and ginger ale. That's my go-to drink, you know, because I like to upset and settle my stomach at the same time, you know. I'm a balanced guy, exactly. I'm not a Libra, but that's not my deal. You guys having a good time? We feeling good? You feeling good? Fucking get this energy going. Keep it going for your next comedian, Ian Levy.
It's too much. Okay, here we go.
I can tell you guys a bit about me. I was homeschooled growing up. Okay, thank you. What would you say is like a stereotype you think of homeschool? You just say whatever. Okay, did you? Did you guys hear that in the back? She said big penis. Now, it's a classic homeschool stereotype. I joke. I did like it. I liked homeschooling, but we did things kind of differently. Like we never did any grades every single day, no matter how I did. My mom just told me she loved me. Right? Yeah, and now I cannot read. So that's how that works. Very good. Pretty exciting. I did enjoy homeschooling. I have a friend who thinks it's insane that I was homeschooled. I was talking to him recently, and he said, you see us like this, you're supposed to go to high school and hate it, and it prepares you to grow up and get a job that you also hate. And I told him, I was like, yeah, but I love my school experience, and now I have a job that I love. And he went, fuck you. And he was trying to bully me, but I'd never been bullied before. I was like, is this bullying? Is it, oh, it hurts profusely. I was like, you can't hurt me. You know, I was tucked in every night by my sex ed teacher, okay? You can't break my spirit. I'm too strong. So it was a good time. You know, we're having fun. It was good. I like it. One of the things I liked about homeschooling is my mom tried really hard to teach me and my siblings good values. Like growing up, she used to read me and my sister stories. And whenever there's a story about a princess, she'd always change the word of beautiful to smart. So all of our stories about like the smartest princess in all the land. And it worked really well, right? Because my sister grew up to become incredibly smart and just horrifically ugly. Right? I was like, oh, yeah, just like, no. I'm joking. No, it's a joke. Don't worry. Yeah. My sister's very attractive. Well, no, you guys know what I mean. When you're homeschooled, it's a small dating pool. Okay, you don't have a lot of options. So, sex ed teacher said it's fine, but no, I'm out there. I am dating. You know, my sister left me. I have bad luck with dating. I'm on apps and stuff, but I have no luck on the dating apps. You know, like people on the dating apps will say they're like looking for a guy with a sense of humor. And then I'll make a joke, and they go, not like that. Like I came across this woman who wrote on her dating profile recently, only message me if you have a definition for consent. So I messaged her, and I said, I have a definition for consent, but I wouldn't want to force it on you. And she did not respond, so I'm real good about that, yeah. Told my friend about it. He's like, at least get a fun little comedy bit out of it. And I was like, I would rather have a girlfriend. So, not quite the same, but you know, we're trying. We're trying to put ourselves out there. I am pretty bad when it comes to dating. I don't know. I'm bad with like the communication aspect. That's part of it. Like do you ask for consent? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's good. It took you a little while, but okay. How do you ask for consent? So you walk up to a woman and go, do you like it? If you were going to have sex with me, what would you say? To initiate. Okay, so it sounds like you don't really ask. If I gotta be honest. If I've completely stumped you with this. I don't know how to ask the right way, because I want to do it right, but we don't ask for sex the way we ask for anything else, Like if I want a cup of coffee, I just say to someone, "Can I please have a cup of coffee?" I don't hang around a cafe and put out vibes and hope the barista picks up on my vibes. And if they don't pick up on my vibe, I have to like text my ex-barista and be like, I miss you, and then hope for it just doesn't work. I don't know, man. I've been trying to figure it out. I think part of my problem is also another thing, I don't know how to end a date. At the end of every date, I'm always just like, see me again, please. I never know what to say. I have a friend of mine who's a woman who's trying to give me advice recently, and she was like, here's what I do at the end of a date. I just say to them, I have to go home now, or else I'm gonna have sex with you. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's a slight different vibe coming from me if I'm standing alone with a woman and I'm like, I have to go home now or else. That's horrible. You say it's the end of a day. I say it's the start of a true crime podcast. So, no, thank you. Okay, I think I'm out of time. Thank you very much. Yay!
got some food coming out right now. Right now, some food for you guys to enjoy. Get your mouths ready for that. You know, because nothing makes for better laughers than people with food in their mouth, right? Exactly. Quick. I love food. That's the only thing that me and my wife fight about is food. That's the only thing. Really, like that. Like if you're in a really good relationship, you'll find that food is the one thing that you have to come together about. Like I used to get mad at my wife when she would eat food off my plate. Like I don't do that anymore. I don't get mad. I don't. I just log into her Weight Watchers account and plug in the points from the food she ate off my plate. Yeah, there's no argument there. She knows what she did. I told you to order your own fries, Christina. She knows. I do. I love my wife. We get along. We have a great relationship. We don't fight. We've actually gotten to a point where we don't fight. We learned how to not fight because we lived in a studio apartment. If you love each other and you live in a studio apartment, you'll learn how to not fight because you'll run out of moves. What are you gonna do? Pivot? That's all you've got in a studio apartment. That's it. If you're in a studio apartment and you're fighting, I'm a door slammer naturally. That's what I do. When I'm angry, I love to slam a door. But if you're in a studio apartment, you cannot slam a door. That's not an option you have. If I'm in a fight with my significant other and we're fighting and I slam the door, I've lost that fight because I am now outdoors. You have to find a whole nother place to sleep. It's not worth it. So you learn each other. You learn what makes each other tick. I've learned that when it comes to picking battles, I choose to fight no battles. That's what I do. I take the high road, the road of least resistance every single time. Like if my wife is barking at me for no reason, I will not bark back. I won't do it. I will just hide the step stool and wait till she needs me again. Because she might be mad at me. That's temporary, but her whole life, she hates high shelves. That's a lifelong enemy of hers, all right? She's gonna love me again, right? That's gonna happen. Why would I fight with her? Why would I want to fight with somebody that I love? I'm not gonna do that. If my wife's barking at me for no reason, I'm not gonna bark back. I'm just gonna go into the refrigerator and tighten every jar in that bitch. Yeah, she'll love me again when she wants a pickle. Literally or metaphorically. That's the deal. That's how we keep it going. All right, guys. Yeah, everybody satiated. You have some food in your belly now. We're all good. We're feeling good. Let's get those hands together. Let's feel it. Let's feel this niceness. All right, your next comedian, keep it going for Jessica Shue.
Hi, how are we? Oh my God, I'm gonna eat up 30 seconds trying to untangle the microphone. Happy Asian History Month. It's the last day. Yeah. Did we have a good one? Yeah. All you white people, you had a great one, I'm sure. I wish I could say the same, but I'm still mourning the yellow community's biggest loss, Spirit Airlines. No. They were really the only, yellow voice of contention in the sky. Because, I don't know about any of you guys, I've never been stopped by the TSA. You know? That's actually what the TSA stands for. They're safe, Asians. That's what it stands for. That's cool. No. Spirit going out of business was truly, the worst person you know just made a great point of, events. Because when they were in business, you were like, fuck Spirit, right? And then, they went out of business and everyone was like, in the arms of the an ASP, bro, you know? Damn, put your money where your mouth is, you know? Yeah, I think we were, a little too hard on Spirit. Because, they were great. Because you would buy a ticket for $40, right? And for that cost, they would send you the same amount of emails that every other airline would. And they'd be emails twice a week, just hey, just wanted to make sure that you meant to buy a seat that will only fit like an elf on the shelf. And if you want, you can pay a little bit more for a seat with extra legroom. And I like that because I think it's one of God's little tests. And I pass it every time, you know? Because if you are paying extra for a better seat on Spirit, that's the financial equivalent of believing the stripper likes you back. And you shouldn't be allowed to operate. And there's people with college degrees who've paid $25 extra for an exit row seat on Spirit. Take that away. Take that away. Great things happen on Spirit flights. there was a medical emergency on mine, and people were like, "Is there a doctor?" And I know what you might be thinking. On Spirit, the best medical care you could hope to have is like someone who maybe was a lifeguard in high school, you know? This is someone who only knows the lyrics to Staying Alive. They don't know chest compressions. They just know the song goes, ah, that's it. You're gonna die. Yeah. I am mourning the loss of what I think was America's safest airline, though, because it didn't happen before. Don't think it would have happened in the future. You think terrorists would have flown Spirit? Think about it. Those bombs are homemade, right? And that ticket is only $40. So if you want to blow up the plane, you have to buy every single little water bottle. Oh, you're going to scrimp and save only to rally at your suicide party? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. In true Spirit fashion, my flight was delayed. And, like, I don't want to speak for terrorists. They got a lot of things to do. So, like, if they flew Spirit, 9/11 would happen on 9/17. They're busy, you know? They're busy. I don't want to speak for them. I think, as a terrorist, I would want to say, inshallah, like, in the plane, and not, like, you know, in the airport. Inshallah, if you don't know, is an Arabic word for if God wills it, jet fuel will melt steel beams. So, yeah, I don't think you want that. Yeah. Like, here's my take. The leaders of Al-Qaeda and the Hezbollah have paid for blue check marks on Twitter. They can afford American. They're going to use American, you know. Shout out American for being the reason we have a 9/11 fee on planes. You guys know this? Yeah. Yeah, there's a fee every time you fly. You have to pay it. It's called the 9/11 fee, and it's like in a little thing at the bottom of the receipt. And it's not $9.11. You'd think it was. It's also not $8.50 when they hit the first tower. Yeah. No. Like, people will, like, go, Jess, you shouldn't make 9/11 jokes, right? And, like, because they're like, you don't remember it, which is true. But, like, here's my take. We're in comedy. And, like, a lot of comedians, they make pedophile jokes, right? And pedophilia happens every day. 9/11's not happening again. You know? We all know the saying, right? Lightning never strikes the North Tower twice. So, you know, that's my take. Let me have this. Yeah. No. When Spirit went out of business, people were like, Jess, do you think people will understand your jokes because they're gone? And I was like, they're not like Malaysia Airlines Flight 287, all right? We know what happened. They filed for bankruptcy, they're gone, you know? But I'll end my set by thanking Spirit for exiting the market during Asian History Month to uplift other yellow voices. Thank you, that's my time.
That's the shoe, everybody. My new travel agent. Nice to have that, right? We feeling good? Yeah. I feel like, I want you guys to know we're already halfway over. Whoa, how is that possible? How is that possible? Because you guys have been so fucking great, is why. Because of you. Shut up, Greg. Take fucking credit when it's given to you, damn it. You're my problem audience member. My son. Yeah. And lover. Every comic makes pedophilia jokes. I was like, I just watched 15 comedians go up, and not one of them tell a pedophilia joke. Not a single one. Woo. Jeez. There was incest. That's not pedophilia, though. That's a different thing. That's a whole, if we can get into the dynamics of what. I'm glad you're paying attention, because there is going to be a quiz after this. Yeah, exactly. You guys having a good time? We having a good time? Let's get those hands together. Let's feel it good. Let's get the energy. Let's laugh, 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 laugh. Keep it going for your next comedian, Kevin Ludlow.
Keep it going for Dan Madonia, everybody. All right. Man, Jess stole all my jokes about being a young Asian woman in America, so I don't really have much for you guys, unfortunately. I do want to address something very quickly. This general area, I'm 37 years old. I know my face is very confusing, I look like I could either be 45 years old or like a really, really bad 16 years old, right? Like, things haven't gone well over here, you know? There's actually a medical term for it, believe it or not. A doctor told me I have something called RCGRF. Have you guys heard of that before? No. RCGRF, resting closeted gay Republican face. Have you guys heard that? It's the same shit Lindsey Graham has, yeah? Yeah, I don't know. It's just my face, dude. I just have to go through life looking like I vote against my own best interest because I'm still scared of my dad at 37, you know? Trump rallies by day, Grindr by night. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Oh, man. I feel good. I know I'm getting older because all my favorite rappers are dying from natural causes now, which is not cool at all, right? Rest in peace, Biggie. Rappers used to die in cool ways. When I was in middle school, I wanted so badly to be gunned down at a stoplight. Like, I was like, there's no other way I want to go out. It doesn't happen a lot in suburban America. Now they're dying from, like, heart disease and complications of diabetes. Not gangster at all, guys. Not gangster at all. You know what they say, though? You either die a hero or you live long enough to get caught up in a sex trafficking ring and go to jail with dildos and lots of baby oil being evidence against you. You guys know what I'm talking about? He's on trial. All right. We'll keep on going. I'm 37 years old. I'm turning 38 in June. I have an 8-year-old son, which in Brooklyn would make me the youngest dad by 15 years. You're not allowed to start having children in Brooklyn until you're 53 years old. At 53, you can start having... If there's no chance of your child having autism, you can't have one yet. You got to wait a few more years after that. Oh, that was sensitive. Okay. We're going to keep it going. My son's name is Miles. I named him, of course, after the 1990s Marlboro Cigarette Award Program, if anybody remembers that. No? Well, for those of you that were born after the year 2000, or maybe you didn't grow up in a house with wheels on it, back in the 1990s, there was a reward program for the Marlboro Cigarette Company. And here's how this worked. The more cigarettes you smoked, the more points that you would get. And the more points that you would get, you could exchange those points for cool prizes. And my father was a chain smoker, so we had the coolest Marlboro shit, man. Like, me and my siblings would show up on the first day of school looking like a Marlboro pit crew, man. We were geared the fuck up. We had the jackets, the hats, the book bags, plenty of free cigarettes for our little friends, you know? Baller. We went camping one time. Our entire campsite was just funded by Marlboro. It was pretty cool. Yeah, my dad even had a Marlboro cigarette tent. That was awesome. You want to know how many Marlboro cigarettes my dad smoked in that Marlboro cigarette tent? 2, and then it burned to the ground. Believe it or not, made of the cheapest possible material known to man from China. Very 90s. Very 90s. I always thought it was kind of messed up. Like, one of the biggest prizes that you could get from the Marlboro Rewards program was a bicycle, which is a nice idea, but by the time you smoke that many cigarettes, you're not going to be able to ride a bicycle, you know? It's kind of messed up, right? Like, that would be like if the Budweiser Beer Company was like, hey, if you drink 25,000 beers, we're going to give you this brand new Corvette. Like, it's a nice idea, but that guy lost his license years ago. All right, I'll leave you with one more. You guys like conspiracy theories? Hell yeah, you do. All right, I'll tell you my favorite conspiracy theory. My favorite conspiracy theory is that Tucker Carlson, you guys know who that is? Yeah, he believes that Pete Buttigieg, you guys know who that is? All-time gay name, by the way, Booty Judge. All-time gay name. Like, couldn't have scripted it better, dude. He's judging booties, all right. He believes that Pete Buttigieg is pretending to be gay to appease the woke mob. And all I gotta say is, as a man who understands and respects committing to the bit, there is a line that I will draw. And I believe having sex with a man for 20 years and adopting 2 children with him is the line that I will not cross for the bit. Thank you very much. My name is Kevin Ludlow. You guys have been great.
Kevin Ludlow, everybody. Yeah, guys, we're feeling it. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I just reached the point where I just once want to be called sir without it being followed by we're going to have to ask you to leave. I don't know if it's going. All right, let's get that energy going. Let's feel these claps. Let's get those claps. Let's get those laughs going. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Give it up. Keep it going for your next comedian, Danya Goldstein.
Hello, everyone. Dude, I'm so excited to be here because this morning my nose piercing fell out, so I'm having a really shitty day. Yeah, for the 2 hours before getting that fixed, I became a heterosexual. It's rough, dude. Yeah, I had to quit the softball team and join a run club. It sucks. Really sucks. I realized I was gay when I was 16, which is crazy because my first lesbian crush was Bruno Mars. When I came out to my parents 2 years later, they responded with, well, yeah. My mom said, Danya, your biggest celebrity crush growing up was a man under 5'4" who wears a fedora. It's not a man, babe. That's just Bubby in her prime. That's what that is. I'll introduce myself because it's my first time here. My name is Danya. It autocorrects to Santa. Yeah, that was the first time I experienced anti-Semitism. The second time I experienced anti-Semitism was when my parents passed down both anxiety and IBS to me. So now I spend an hour a day spiraling on the toilet. It's rough. But according to iMessage, my full name is Santa Goldstein. Could you imagine a Jewish Santa? It wouldn't work because Jewish Santa, he'd be so anxious about getting all the presents to the houses on time. Instead of going ho ho ho, he'd just be going oi oi oi. He'd have to enter through the front door. He can't go down the chimney because he learned that lesson in the 1940s. Ooh. That's great. I like groans over laughter. But when he gets inside, he'd chug the milk and pop a Lactaid, because otherwise that sleigh would smell like the bathroom here. It'd be rough. But we don't have a Jewish Santa. The closest thing we have to Santa in Judaism is a prophet named Elijah. And so every Passover Seder, we leave an empty seat at the table for a man who never shows up. And when you turn your back, he chugs a glass of wine. So basically, every Jewish child spends one night a year staring at a door waiting for their deadbeat dad who's never coming back. It's insane. Yeah. We have one Jewish holiday that's for women. It revolves around women. It's called Yom Kippur. It's where we fast for 25 hours. Every Jewish mother is just like, that's my shit. That's my shit. I love it. Hanukkah's for everyone, though. During Hanukkah, we sit around and we fight over gelt, which are chocolate coins. So just a bunch of Jews sitting in a circle fighting over money. It's a little on the nose, if you ask me. Or in my case, huge nose. It's great. I think Danya's a more niche name. My sister's name is Sarah, which in Hebrew translates to high priestess. So I imagine when my mom gave birth to my sister, my parents looked at her and said, she looks like she'll be very successful. My brother's name is Henry, which in Hebrew translates to leader of the home. So when he came out, my mom looked at him and said, he looks like he'll be very powerful. Guys, Danya translates to God's judgment. So when I came out the womb, my parents looked at me and said, oh my God, it's a disappointment. Oh my God. I'm in my early 20s. Anyone here in the early 20s? Really? Are you sure? I'm just kidding. I think early 20s is a weird age. I'm at this weird age where my mom still makes all my doctor's appointments for me, but I'm also financially independent. And by financially independent, I mean my mom pays for everything, and I pay for my fentanyl test strips, because I like to make sure that all my drugs have fentanyl in them before I sell them to NYU students. That's what I like to do. I went home recently. My mom, she had made me an appointment at the pediatrician. Yeah, the first thing the doctor had me do when I get there, she had me get on the scale. And I hate that. I hate getting weighed at the doctor. I don't like to know what I weigh. So I told the doctor not to tell me what the scale says. But it was a dead giveaway that I've gained weight, because when I get off the scale, she looks me dead in the eyes and she goes, so how are things? It's rough. Dude, that joke did so much better when I was fat. 5 pounds ago, that joke crushed. Have you ever seen what 130 pounds looks like? Yeah, it's disgusting. I was an abomination to look at. When I went home, I took a flight, and there was a really long line at TSA. I don't get why everyone's complaining about the long lines at TSA, because We'll wait 3 hours for good pizza from Lindustry. Isn't it worth it to wait 4 for the soft touch of another human being? I don't know. I did make this game for while I'm waiting in line at TSA, where I like to peek over and see who's working. And if they're attractive, I leave everything in my pockets. Yeah, if they're really attractive, I leave everything in my front pockets. And if they're really, really attractive, I put a paperclip up my pussy. Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah! Feeling good. Travel. Everybody's traveling. I don't know. I don't like the TSA. That's why I drive everywhere. I drive a badass car, too. I actually drive a 1970 Mercury Cougar XR7, which is a badass car. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when you buy a badass car, you are automatically in the badass car club. Seriously, when I drive down the street in my badass car and pass somebody else in a badass car, they wave at me automatically. There's an automatic respect there. It's just like if you're driving down the street on a motorcycle, you pass somebody else on a motorcycle, there's a wave, there's that respect. Or if you're in a Prius and you pass somebody else in a Prius, how you get out and you suck each other's dicks. Because you're in a gay-ass car is what I'm trying to tell you. Is like... I did actually, I told that joke the other night and somebody came up to me after the show and they were like, isn't that joke a little problematic? Isn't that joke a little homophobic? And I was like, whoa, dude, I'll suck your dick right now. And he was like, no. And I was like, well, who's the fucking homophobe? And he got in his Prius and drove away, so that was all good. All right, guys, we feeling good? Let's get those hands together. We're having a good time. Please keep those hands together. Keep it going for your next comedian, Jason McLaren.
Give it up for Dan Madonia, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, he's hosting a great show. How you guys doing? What's going on? Everyone having a good time so far? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm 25 years old. Give it up for youth, right? 25 years old, right? Yep. I'm in that weird age where a lot of people ask me what I do with my time, you know, whether I go out and enjoy the nightlife, I hang out at the clubs, or, you know, if I'm just a low-key guy and I hang out and just chill at home. And I tell people, you know, I spend most of my free time just telling my mother which videos on Facebook are AI and which ones aren't, you know? You know, she'll be like, how do you know? I'm like, Ma, dogs don't break dance. You know, they don't. You know, they don't make nachos that big. They really don't. But I use it to my advantage now, you know, because my mother will come to me and she'll be like, Jay, the bar posted a video of you taking a tequila shot out of the bartender's breasts. And I'll be like, Ma, that's AI. That's you see how big her boobs are? You see how that's AI. But it's cool to be here. I'm a stand-up comic of 7 years. 7 years doing stand-up, which is really cool. Yeah, very, very cool. You know, comedians, they don't talk about it that much, but we get told the same things when we tell people we're comedians. We get those same things. We get the oh, you're a comedian? Tell me a joke. We get that all the time. Because it's hard, because it puts us in a rough spot. Because one, puts us on the spot. And two, we can't do that to other people. I can't do that to other people. I can't go, oh, you're a dentist? Fix my teeth. You know? Or, oh, you're a plumber? Plumb. You know, like, I can't fucking, you know, I can't. And so I was at the bar one night with one of my friends, and I went up to, you know, I told him, I was like, listen, if someone does that to me, if they do the thing, they do the, oh, you're a comedian, tell me a joke, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to ask that person what they do for a living, and I'm going to tell them to do that same thing right on the spot. And sure enough, we meet a girl. She comes up to me. She finds out I'm a comedian, and she does the thing. She goes, oh, you're a comedian? Tell me a joke. I go, what do you do for a living? And she goes, oh, I'm a doctor. I do colonoscopies. I go, all right, so two guys walk into a bar. All right, so two guys walk into a bar. We got any Italians in here? Any Italians in here? No? All right. One. Cool. My cousin. Great. No, I love my parents to death. I really do. I would never talk bad about them at all. Except for my father. He's a cheap bastard. You know what I mean? Like, his idea of a car wash is a thunderstorm. Like, that's how cheap my father is. My dad sees bird shit on the windshield and goes, yeah, the rain will get it. The rain's going to get it. If my dad died and he left the light on in the same room, his corpse would go up and turn it off. Like, that's how cheap my father is. And I'm full-blown Italian, and I have my dad. One thing about me, especially when I'm living at home, one thing about me is I love going out to eat. It's my favorite thing in the entire world to do. I love going out to eat. I love eating out, ladies. I love to eat out. It's my favorite thing. And my father has a catchphrase. I'm Italian, so my father has a catchphrase every time I try to go out to eat. I'll be 1 foot out the door, and my dad will stop me and he'll go, Jay, where are you going? Going out to eat? We got fresh cold cuts right in the fridge. Where are you going? I'll take a girl out to eat, first date. 1 foot out the door, my dad will stop me and go, Jay, where are you going? First date, what is she, too good for cold cuts? I got cold cuts right in the fridge. Where are you going? We'll be at a nice restaurant with my entire family. My dad will look over the menu and go, I got fresh cold cuts right in the fridge. I'm like, Dad, can you stop? It's my birthday. Like, can we, like, cool, please? You know, so we got a nice youthful crowd here, and a couple young. We got a nice mixed crowd in age. We really do. I love older people. I love older crowds. I really do. I love older crowds. One thing I don't understand about older people are the words, like the lingo, like things that people used to say when they were kids. Like last week, someone said the word snafu to me. Like, what the hell is a snafu? Like, imagine if me and my younger generation said words that people that were, you know, in the older generation said as a kid. Imagine if I said that. Imagine if I went up to one of my friends and I said, hey, bro, sorry I'm late. Motherfuckers in the restaurant were getting to a snafu, and I just... Listen, they were lollygagging, you know what I mean? They were lollygagging, you know. I was minding my P's and Q's, I promise, I swear to God. But I got this new shit, you gotta try it. It's the fucking bee's knees, you gotta try it, it's really fucking good. But, yeah, no, it's funny, I talk about my father a lot. I saw him pissed off for the first time, actually. In high school, I saw him first time pissed off ever. I got home from school, and I walked through the door, and my dad, you know, talking to my dad, he says those 3 loving words that every kid wants to hear from his father. He says, don't fucking start. And I said, Dad, what's wrong? And he says, Jay, me and your mother are arguing about dinner tonight. And I go, wow, Dad, no one's ever argued about that before. And he goes, oh, you want to be a smart ass? Okay, here's what we're going to do. You're going to decide what we eat tonight for dinner. You're going to decide what I want to eat. You're going to decide what you want to eat. And you're going to decide what your mother wants to eat. Go ahead, I'm all ears. I said, Dad, listen, we got fresh cold cuts right in the fridge. Maybe we could, you know. That's my time. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Let them come in. They're coming back in. Filling the seats. Hi, guys. You liked my car? I travel all over the country. I really do. There's only one place I really don't like traveling. That's Texas. They have weird rules in Texas. They have roads in Texas that they have Border Patrol checkpoints on roads that don't cross borders in Texas, for real. Like, if you ever, there's a road, it's the 10. It goes from Florida to California. I don't know if you're, there's right in the middle of Texas on the 10, there's a Border Patrol checkpoint. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what's between Florida and California, but it's America the whole fucking way. It's an east to west road that they have a Border Patrol checkpoint just set up right in the middle of, in case any Mexican was headed El Norte and decided to take the first fucking left he came across. Like, what are they doing there? They're just sitting there. They're in the desert, just get in the heat, and if you have to drive through this, and let me tell you, it will really ruin the joint you're smoking. I pulled into this thing, this dog just starts barking at me. I'm like, whoa. Normally I get along with dogs, but this one was a fucking narc. Dogs just starts barking at me, and an officer comes over, knocks on my window. He's like, can you roll down your window? And I'm like, no. And he's like, why not? And I'm like, well, you, sir, obviously don't understand how a hot box works. If I roll down my window now, I lose all the work I've done since Phoenix. But they were able to get me to roll down my window, you know, because they have a gun. They started giving me the riot act. They're like, you know, you can't bring marijuana into Texas. It's illegal, and it's addictive. And I'm like, addictive? I have smoked 5 joints every single day for the past 15 years, and I haven't gotten addicted yet. So I don't know where you're getting your science from, officer. They were pissed, man. They started telling me their resume. They're like, you know, we're the guys that got Snoop Dogg. You know, we're the guys that got Willie Nelson. I'm like, oh, what crack detectives you guys are, huh? You found out Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg were smoking weed? What was that investigation like? You have to listen to a cassette? They were ridiculous. They had to let me go, though, because I'm white. It's the law. I don't know. They sent me on my way. The lead investigator, he pulled me aside. He's like, son, can you level with me? Do you know why the dog was barking at you? I'm like, of course I know why the dog was barking at me. He recognizes me. Yeah, me and him used to solve mysteries in a van. He just wants a Scooby snack. All right, you guys ready for more show? Ready? Let's get that energy up. Coming to the stage, keep it going for Christopher Robin Baker.
Dan, thank you. How are you guys? That's a lot of energy. Wow, I'm terrible. I'm doing terrible.
Why's that?
I just wanted to bring the energy down a little bit. No, I'm having a weird week, you guys. Like, it started, I had to fire my therapist. A tree fell on my car. And I live in Midtown. I don't even think you're supposed to have trees there. And then my neutral bullet broke this morning. It's rough. It's rough. I'm hanging on by a thread. I'm just real excited to be here, you know, at the Drunk at Noon comedy extravaganza. We got 12 more hours to go, I think. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Has anybody looked into this? Is this really a comedy show? Or is this like a cult initiation? And I'm fine either way. I will drink the Kool-Aid. It's an open bar. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, no, it's weird. Weird fucking week. Actually, anybody else have this? I think my skinny jeans lost weight. Anybody? No? Just me? All right, you're right. I gained a couple pounds. I gained some weight. Because my forehead did not used to be this big. It did not. So I was yelling at this guy in a crosswalk. I don't know if I should tell you guys this. Should I tell you guys this? So I'm in my car. I yell before the tree fell on it, of course. I'm yelling at this guy in a crosswalk. I go, hustle! Then I said it again, hustle! Because everyone's moving across the crosswalk, and he's just taking his time. He's lollygagging. And I was going to use that word before that last comic brought it up. So just so you know, I'm very clever. Very clever. How are you guys, though, really? Like, we're halfway through the cult initiation. Yeah, we need more drinks. When do you do shots? All right. No, so I gained a little weight. Anyway, I'm trying to get healthy, trying to be healthier. Yeah. It's gonna come to me. Trying to get healthier, trying to drink less. You guys drinking? Yeah. Thank God. I'll drink soon. What are you doing there? Are you gonna interview me? Okay. There's just a person over there. It's VIP seating. That's cool. I want that seat next time. I'm gonna sit there when I'm done here. Where the fuck was I? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Trying to get healthy. Trying to drink less, actually, which is hard. It's hard, mainly because I keep buying vodka. But can I tell you guys something? Despite the way that I look, I am not tough. I am not tough. That's funny, I guess. My wife, she says, Chris, you're too sensitive. Which, honestly, thank you, honey, for sharing your truth, but kind of hurts my feelings. Okay? Yeah. I'd like to be tough. Trying to be he, him. You know, I asked my doctor, I said, is there anything we can do? He says, let's try testosterone. So I'm on testosterone. I don't know when it's going to kick in either. I don't know. Hopefully fucking soon. Can we curse here? Anyway, yeah. And as a man, you're supposed to have this hunter-gatherer like thing, right? And I don't know what it is. I guess I just don't like killing things. I don't know. I do love a good gathering. Little wine and cheese. Yeah. Who's having a dinner party? I haven't been out since Wednesday. I got to get out more. Yeah. No, but it's hard. It's hard. There's a lot of cameras in this room. So, what was I saying? That's half of my act. Just trying to remember what the fuck I'm saying. But there's a reason that my people have survived. And when I say my people, it's what you're thinking. Wuss, weakling, sissy. There's a reason that we've survived, besides 911. Yeah. No, you ever been in a fight or flight? Anybody? Yeah. I am what you would expect. I am pretty classic scream and run. Yeah. No, but when we moved to New York, somebody opened our window from the fire escape. Did you ever have that happen? You got, really? Oh. Yeah, and so I'm ready to run, and my wife is blocking the damn doorway. So I had quick thinking. I had to stand my ground and scream. Yeah. You guys are great. What a fun crowd. What a fun bunch of little motherfuckers. All right, thank you guys. That's my time.
Which one like this? You've been here the whole time. That's why I'm recording. I think this is Christopher. It was Christopher. I like his sparkly phone. I'm gonna keep it now. See, this job does pay. I just got a new iPhone, just like that. Like, boom, bam. Here we are, having a good time. That was one of my first jobs. I got your phone. I got your phone. I'll bring it to you. Don't worry. It's mine. It's my fucking phone. I'm gonna put my phone in his case and just give him that shit. Upgrade. That's how you do that shit, right? That's why I used to sell phones in a mall. Like, I used to be the guy in the kiosk, like back when you could talk to people. You had to be like, hey, you got a phone? And everybody had a phone. What kind of phone you using? Like, that's when having that job, like, that's when you know you can fuck anybody. Like, it's like you sell somebody a phone that has a phone, like, and that's how I got my wife. No, I'm on her plan. I really switch that shit up real quick. All right, guys, let's get that energy going. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Keep it going for your next comedian, David Beckles Jr.
All right. You're like, oh, wow, there's a lot of pressure on the dark skins. Yes, it is. I'm here, man. I'm a Caribbean guy, right? I was born in Brooklyn. I was raised in Barbados because my parents didn't want me. So, I'm kidding. It was for school, my dad said. Yeah, he said, hey, you go there and you do well because it's a British system. Then you come here and you dominate. But I wasn't shit at school. I was horrible. I was failing there, especially French, you know? I kept getting like zeros in French, man. My French teacher was Chinese. Jamaican, you know what I mean? She looks like, yeah, but her voice, idiot boy, why you get zero in everything? What is wrong with you? What kind of job you gonna get? You know? Other teachers would write in my report card, he's trying. He just needs to try a little harder. She would write, why is he here? You know? But I'm here now. I'm here now. I used to live in Brooklyn for a little bit, but now I live in Westchester. Not because I'm better than anybody. My wife is. She's the better one. I got neighbors now that I speak to, and I know their names, you know. Across from me, Chinese neighbor. We had a little beef earlier on because I was ni-haoing to her, and she wouldn't respond to me, which I took as disrespect. Turns out she brought me a package of Japanese cookies. So that was on me. That was on me. We like this now. We like this. We talk shit about the Chinese neighbors on the other side of the circle, right? We talk. Turns out they're Korean. That's on her though, 100%. You know, right next to them is my favorite couple. Married for 70 years. You know, she's from England, he's from the Bronx. They met and fall in love. Beautiful, beautiful. They're in their 90s right now. He cut himself a while ago, and I went to help out because I'm a good guy. You know what I mean? This is what I saw when I walked into the house. Foot on the toilet bowl, naked man ass is what I saw. And I was like, oh, he goes, David, I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry about it. His wife is sitting on the bed. She's got a bad back, British. She goes, why are you embarrassed? Is it because David sees your penis? Right? That's why you're embarrassed? He goes, oh, God. Then she goes, you know, David has a penis as well. David, would you like to show him your penis? You know? And he's like, oh, God. And she wouldn't shut up. She goes, if I had a penis, I would be super proud of my penis. I wouldn't wear underwear. I'll wiggle my penis. When I go in the garden, me and my penis will plant. When we are done in it, so we have lemonade, me and my penis. He goes, oh, my God. Then she went, you know what? We've got 6 beautiful grandkids from your penis. We used to talk sports. He just looks at me and goes, how you doing, David? No more, go back in the house. Next to him, I got the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
Jamaican guy. Like, I'm talking about cool as shit. You hear me? Fixes everything. If his roof blew off, he says, I'll put it back together one piece at a time. You know what I mean? If zombies showed up at my door, I'd call him. He'd be, oh, David, you have zombies outside. Just get some rainwater, some vinegar, put it in a bottle, shake it up with a little black pepper, and spray it in the left eye, and that will kill them. It's like, I don't have rainwater. You have lemon juice? Because I can't do the same thing. I said, no, I just ran out. He said, hold on. He goes up with a machete, kills them. Yo, David, I just killed your zombies. You're good. You're good. Next to them, yo, is a stud Nick fan, fiend Nick fan. Every time I see her, she's like this. Yo, what's up? What's up? I say, how you doing? You know what I mean? She walks around, you know, no bra, titties like doing this whenever she walks around. I seen her the other day. I was like, how you like us now? She's like, I love us. She bent down to kiss my dog. Her titty popped out. And I was like, oh my God, that's such a feminine titty. Titty looked at me and said, what's your name? Mine's Penelope. And I went to respond and she looked and said, hey, what you looking at? I said, I don't know. Confused. My wife don't like that joke. She goes, you looking at lesbian titties now? I said, actually, lesbian titties are looking at me. You know, lesbian titties look at me. But that's my neighbors that I know, you know what I mean? I got one African guy, he's the male guy. You know, he's the male guy, he goes around every time. Yo, David, you have to pay your bill, man. They're gonna cut your cable off. You're better than that. Come on, you're raising Caribbeans now, come. What's my business out in the street, man? This has been fun. You guys have been awesome, man. I'm David Beckles Jr. Thank you.
You guys. Look at you guys. You remember when you first started this? Remember what you looked like? None of you had beards. Now you're all... Ladies, you're going to have to shave a little extra when we get home. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Let's keep the energy going. I love it. I love it. I love each and every one of you. I will do mushrooms with all of you. I promise. I like literally I just have to figure out how I can fit you all on my skateboard, and we're on it. Like that is the deal. I'm a homeowner. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm part of an association and everything. Like I'm in it. I am a homeowner, which is a crazy thing. Like because I don't know if you guys know this, people will talk shit to you about your house right to your face all the time. Like people came over to my house and they were like, "Wow, how do you afford this? How did you get this? What the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of my house. Like, how did I get this? I worked hard, motherfucker. I worked hard to find a wife that works harder than I do. Make sure she gets everything that she wants. And she does. She is a princess. And she does. I love my wife. We smoke weed. That's the rule in the house. That is the rule. We have to smoke weed, because otherwise she'll find out I'm not Matthew McConaughey. We can just take the whole relationship one toke at a time. You know, keep it all right, all right, all right. You know, anytime she's mad at me, I'm just like, you got a joint? You'd be a whole lot cooler if you did. You know, that argument usually ends with her telling me that I don't own a Lincoln. I ride a skateboard. You know? But I do. I ride a skateboard because we live on a hill. You live on a hill, skateboard's perfect mode of transportation. I can get anywhere I have to go except home. I'm good. I'm good. All right, guys, you having a good time? Let's get that energy going. Keep it up. Give it up for your next comedian. Keep it going for Bronson Jones.
Well, it just ended the second he left. You guys are like, fuck you, Bronston. Dude, if weed could talk, it would just be Dan. I love that dude. How we doing? Good? It's Sunday. It's barely afternoon, and you guys are drinking? That's what's going on? Yeah, day drinking. That's
Curing the hangover.
I wish I was doing that. Here's my reality. I woke up so hungover this morning. You ever wake up and you're hungover and you're just staring at the ceiling and you're like, what am I doing with my life? How did I get here? No, literally, how did I get home last night? right? And have you ever had? Was your hangover so bad that you? What's that?
You said what my name was?
No, I said. Oh, you are hungover. Fuck yeah, dude. You and I are both working on the same level, which is slow. You ever been so hungover you walk into like Starbucks and they're like, you know, I'm like, just give me whatever the biggest coffee is, and they go, do you want room? I'm like, do I want room? Yes. Give me some space. And they're like, no, do you want room for cream? I've answered that question 20,000 times in my life, but I was so hungover today I couldn't do it. But I was just staring at the ceiling, just going, how did I get home last night? What am I doing? And I felt so much pain. Have you ever felt so much pain in a hangover that you say to yourself, I wish I was dead? And then you actually start contemplating suicide? And you realize it's not going to happen because the first step requires me getting out of bed. And then I'd have to go to Home Depot. I'm going to buy a tarp because I'm 56 and I live at home with my mother and I can't have her clean up my mess. Well, that's my day. You guys are just like, okay. You're staring at me like I'm back in rehab again. All right, we'll talk about something different. Does anybody else have a cousin so hot that you've actually done the legal research? My cousin is so hot at one point I'm like, can I marry my cousin? And so I did the legal research. Did you guys know this? 25 states in the United States of America say you cannot marry your first cousin. 25 other ones like, fuck it, keep it in the family. It's true. There's 18 states, 100%. If you want to marry your first cousin, no problem, right? Keep it in the family. Then 6 of those states have very special rules before you can marry your first cousin. Like if you go up to Maine and you want to marry your first cousin, you got to go get a doctor's note to make sure you don't have some hereditary disease you're going to pass on, like Kardashianism. Right? My cousin, she lived in Arizona. Arizona's law says this: you can marry your first cousin as long as you're both over 65 years old or one of you cannot reproduce. What a weird Thanksgiving proposal that would be. Like, I love you, cousin Kimmy. Will you marry me? She opens it up, she goes, that's not a ring. I'm like, no, those are my family jewels. I love you so much. Here's the best law in the book. So you guys are going to Google this later because I bet you nobody in here knows this. Is North Carolina says you can marry your first cousin, no problem, unless you're double cousins. Yeah, you're going to Google it later. Here's what it is. A double cousin is when 2 brothers marry 2 sisters, which means your cousins and brothers on either, like your mom is your aunt and your dad is your uncle, right? Which makes me go like this: what the fuck was happening in North Carolina that they felt the need to write that rule on paper? Right? Like, listen, Billy Bob. You and Sally Mays, you guys could get married no problem if you was just cousins. But yous is double cousins. So there's just not enough branches on your family tree. You learned a whole lot from this really hungover guy, didn't you? Does anybody have a cousin now? You're going, ooh, maybe. And by the way, you think that those laws are all going to be like in North Carolina and stuff? New York City? You want to fucking marry your cousin? Go ahead. You know why? They didn't have a fucking problem with it here, so they didn't feel the need to write it down. All right, one last thing. Does anybody else, how are we doing financially in this world? Does anybody else DoorDash? You DoorDash? I don't mean order DoorDash. Does anybody else drive for DoorDash? It's New York, you don't have cars. Here's the thing. If you order DoorDash, please, please, please tip very, very heavily. Because you realize, as a DoorDasher and all the other DoorDashers, we are so broke that our car is such a piece of shit that Uber and Lyft are like, nope. You cannot drive French guys around, but French fries, fucking take them. Thank you, guys. I'm going to sweat out this hand.
Known that guy a long time, since he was like this tall. Oh, God. Bring it in, bring it in. We got some drinks coming in. Raise your hands if you need them. Raise your hands. Yes, Greg needs them, usually. Oh, he's pulling a Jasmine. No, don't spill the drinks. Okay, guy. Yeah, it's just coming in. Take it. Remember, we're brought to you by Rove today. Rove, you heard of them? We're like a weed company. Like they do vapes and stuff. And I don't know if you guys know this too, but after the show, like you could review us on Google and Yelp. I'm told that I'm supposed to tell you guys that. And I don't give a shit. I don't. But you could do that. You all could do that. You could Google us. And you could leave a review and you'd be like, I'd definitely get high with that dude. And then everybody would know that there's a dude here that you'd get high with, right? Exactly. My hungover friend. Are you hungover as well, or is just that you are as well? What were you drinking? I don't know. You don't know? Yeah, that's the key. That is how you get hungover. It's like it was a mix of something. Fucking, we were on a trail, and then it was the Oregon Trail. I have dysentery now. That's how it goes. That's what that trail leads to. Did you guys not play the game? Got to ford a river now to make you guys understand me. See, some people did play Oregon Trail. It happened. These jokes just aren't funny. That's just how it goes. I appreciate you guys. I really mean it. It means a lot that you came out, because otherwise I'd be talking to nobody. You know, it's you guys that are here. Fucking hey, I love it. Each and every one of your fucking faces. I put it right here in my heart. I appreciate it. Yeah, fucking hey. It's my basement, bro. Like I said, we're having a good time. We're partying. We're going to keep it going. We're going to get that energy going. Let's feel it. Let's feel that energy. Maybe not be on our phone in the back row in the obvious, where the camera sees right over our shoulders the whole entire time. Maybe as an idea. I don't know. Maybe act like you're possibly enjoying what's happening. I don't know. Who cares? But, you know, it's all cool. Hey, let's get that energy going. Let's feel it. Let's have a good time. Your next comedian coming to the stage. Give it up for Michael Agumbiade.
All right, how we feeling, guys? Word. Okay, I'm from the Bronx. Make some noise for that. I'm gonna rob y'all niggas. All right, so yeah, like I live in a tough neighborhood. You know what I mean? There's a lot of karate in the park. If you know what I'm talking about. And nobody really knows karate. Growing up there was fun. It was weird. Like a lot of my friends was mad gangster. I'm not tough at all. I used to babysit a lot. I used to use some of the baby talk I did in front of my gangster friends, in front of my kids that I did in front of my gangster friends. It was weird. Like for example, one night everybody was smoking and somebody dropped a blunt and I was like, oopsie poopsie. They were like, yo, what the fuck did you just say? I'm more than any. I got to double down now. I was like, I said oopsie poopsie, yeah. Like you should have done a nigga, oopsie poopsie. And it was crazy. So I think nobody invited me to be in gang, and I think it's because I asked too many questions. I think that's my biggest problem, man. Like, they'll be like, yo, we're about to hit the block today. And I'm like, should I bring an umbrella? I don't know, because listen, I don't care. I don't care how gangster you are. Nobody ever looked gangster soggy. That's never happened. Not a single time in America. Imagine that shit. I'm about to shoot everybody in this bitch. That means, yo! Yo! Hell no, man. It's not gonna work, dog. It's not gonna work. Yeah, but my friends was cool, dog. Like, I had one friend, he was black, autistic, in the gang, triple threat, right? And his shit was lizards. He loved lizards so much. He had this pet chameleon that helped his anxiety so much, he wouldn't leave the house without it. But again, this dude is a gangster. And he's doing home evasions with a lizard on his shoulder. You're not a gangbanger, you're a pirate, nigga. I know a pirate when I see a pirate. Yo, don't feel bad for the lizard, because, yo, that nigga knew exactly what color to be every time they stepped out the house. Okay? Bright red chameleon throwing up gang signs. I'm a Bamillion, blood. What's going on, son? And I feel like, let me do this. I feel like people forget that white people got gangs too, but they're so idolized on like TV and movies, you kind of forget. Like the two big ones, Democrats and Republicans. Have y'all heard it? It's red and blue. It's the same colors as the Bloods and Crips. What are we even talking about right now? I can see Trump talk gangster. I can see it, man. I can see him on stage like, we're big Republican on the east side, huge Republican. If you're a Democrat, don't fuck around here. This is probably why he got shot the first time. This is gang signs he's doing with his hands. Yeah, this is gang signs. And you can't even tell me the Trump dance is not a white people crip walk. Y'all motherfuckers figured one out on us. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Bronx. We're in Brooklyn right now. Brooklyn looks different from what I remember. I was in Greenpoint earlier. Dog, like, yo, back in the day, you'd be like, you got Brooklyn in the house? You would get a yeah. Nowadays, you got Brooklyn in the house? Yes. Bed-Stuy do or die because we slay. Even Harlem, too, man. Harlem used to be a black neighborhood. So many white people moved to Harlem. Malcolm X Boulevard looked like Abbey Road, nigga, the Beatles cover. It's crazy, son. Rent is so high. Yo, gentrification is so bad and rent is so high. I know some dudes going outside every night, let a couple shots off, just to keep the rent down, okay? Neighborhood still ain't safe, motherfuckers. You can't move in yet, right? It's crazy, son. But I feel like, this is how I feel, man. I feel like if white people can keep on taking black people neighborhoods, black people, we gotta keep on taking white people movie roles. I think that's equivalent exchange, yeah. Y'all can take Brooklyn, but we can't have the Little Mermaid. Suck my dick, nigga, fuck out of here. What are we talking about, son? Go ahead, take Harlem. I don't give a fuck. I'll make an all-black remake of Schindler's List. Yeah, produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda, okay? The movie's gonna be so black, it's not gonna be called Schindler's List. It's gonna be called Tyler Perry Presents Schindler's List, yeah. Kanye West is already auditioning for Hitler. Drake could be Anne Frank. I don't know, y'all. I ain't watch the movies. I didn't watch them. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to me that we get so worked up about this, right? Like, we get so worked up about making fictional characters people of color, but in real life, what do? We make people who actually existed that are people of color, and we turn them white. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus and Ariana Grande. I remember Black Ariana, y'all. I remember her, okay? I'm just saying, man, I don't need to hear a description of Jesus to know he was black. That wasn't the Last Supper. That was a cookout. I know a cookout when I see a cookout. Now, Judas, he might have been white because he called the police. But I'm just saying, guys, I'm just saying. It's not just one way, though. I think black people do it to black people, too. Like, I remember during Trump's campaign, there was a lot of black people telling us to vote for Trump because Trump was black, too. That blew my mind. It was crazy. They would get on stage like, you got to vote for Trump, dog. He black, bro. He got like 34 felonies. He got shot at twice. He got like 3 baby mamas. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. He got 34 felons walking free. That's a white man. Y'all, what we talking about? He got shot at twice, not by the police. That's a white man. Y'all, what we talking about? He got 3 baby mamas, don't speak English. That's a Dominican man. Y'all, that's a... I can see Trump being Dominican, for real, right? I know black. So I got All right, guys, this has been my time. Thank you.
Let's keep the energy going. Keep it going. Oh, there's food coming. Never mind. Let's go eat the food. We're going to eat the food. I was going to bring somebody up real quick right there, right? You felt the energy, right? Almost. Man. I told you about my house. My house was advertised in a weird way. They advertised my house as just seconds from downtown. That's how they advertise. Think about that. That's a terrible advertisement. Everywhere is just seconds from downtown. It's just more seconds the further away you are. That's like me saying that I'm pennies away from owning that Jaguar I've always wanted to own. How many pennies? 18 million pennies. That's like me saying that I'm just inches away from a career in porn. How many inches? None of your fucking business, all right? God, get that eaten. You guys eating? What are we eating right now? What are we eating? Shrimp? I don't eat shrimp. It's one of the only things. I'm more of a pussy guy. I am. I do. I love to eat pussy. It's one of my favorite things. I do. It's an important thing to do. A lot of people get scared. They're afraid. You know, we are close to the Hudson. You know, and microplastics are a scary thing in this day and age. But it's important. It's an important thing to do. There's lots of live fauna and things. It'll keep you looking young. I'm 86 years old. You just do it. The key is use your whole face. That is the key. You just use your whole face. Because, you know, your penis, after one too many whiskeys, that may fail you. But your nose, this is just cartilage. All right? That's what I'm saying. This is like the rabbit attachment in the side drawers, fellas. I don't know how many of you have seen Terminator 2, but we can beat the machines, is what I'm trying to let you know. It's like you... Do it. Bald guys, you got more face. Go deep. What I'm trying to say is that if you truly love your significant other, you'll taste their spine. That's the deal. All right, guys, we feeling good? We got some shrimp now. We got some fucking shrimp in our body. We're shrimping it. We're fucking shrimping it like fucking Forrest Gump. Holy shit. We fucking did it. Fucking shrimping it. Let's get that energy going. Let's fucking act like we just ate some fucking shrimp and keep it going for our next comedian. Keep it going for Zevon Vasquez.
Hi, hello. Do you guys know what a triple threat performer is? I know it was just mentioned. It's a thing in entertainment. It's when you can sing, you can dance, you can act. I'm a single threat performer because I brought a gun. It's the only part of this set that's not a joke. I'll kill you. Why do I have a gun? I'm from Texas. Is anybody else also racist? Okay, never mind. It's just me. I was actually back there recently. I was hanging out with my grandma. It was a hot day. I go to the refrigerator. I go, Grandma, do you have any Coke? And without skipping a beat, she goes, no, mijo, the Coke I have is the Coke you could smoke. It's a very Madison Avenue description of crack cocaine. It's the Coke you could smoke. You've heard of Virginia Slims? Try Compton Skinnies. Give your girl the gift of gab. And a smile that's mostly gums. It's the Coke you could smoke. How do you know your grandma's a crackhead? Great question. Because my mom was a crack baby. How do you know that? Well, she showed me her birth certificate one time, and it was just an eviction notice. It's like 9 months to vacate? That's on you. My other grandma, she has Alzheimer's, which is heartbreaking. The thing about somebody with Alzheimer's is you have to remind them who you are and what your relationship is to them all the time, and it starts to feel like you're auditioning for the same movie over and over, you know? Hi, it's Zevon, 6 foot. Here for the role of loving grandson. Thank you for coming in. We actually have you down for late husband. I'm sorry, lamp who reminds me of late husband. My grandma has Alzheimer's. My grandpa does not have Alzheimer's, but he does have Asperger's, so he could remember my name. He would prefer to remember every single person who worked on Goodfellas, which is more heartbreaking. I live in New York now. I teach. And sometimes you get into these situations. One kid hits another kid. I go, stop. She goes, I'm only hitting him because he admitted to being homophobic. And I was like, Tenzin, you can't admit that. That's rule number 1. Keep that inside. Tenzin goes, I'm not homophobic. I have homophobia. That's pretty good. In that case, I'm not racist. I have too many Dominican friends. And they've been giving me lessons. I'm not racist, but I have been trying this new thing in bed. It's called the 23andMe. That's when she spits in my mouth and I tell her if it's okay to call me a slur. It's always okay to call me a slur. I'm trying to come. Speaking of 23andMe, I did recently give my dog a DNA test to see if it was still okay for him to do that accent. He's on thin ice. It's a very German shepherd. But I do teach. I went to school. I studied physics, which I know is not very hood rat of me. But I only studied black holes and white bitches, so it's a 5-year program. So physics tells us that about 97% of the universe is dark matter, and actually none of it goes to Carnegie Mellon University. It's okay, I would actually do my homework on the chalkboard in the hallway dressed like a janitor, sort of like a Good Will Hunting magical Negro, you know? Like, oh my God, he's really doing it, I know. Oh, don't know nothing about no vectors. Integrate? Brother, we all got to integrate. You know, a body in motion could stay in motion or start a movement, young blood. Disappear into a puff of black wisdom. Do you guys know Magical Negroes, present company excluded? Do you guys know what that is? It's a movie trope. It's where a wise old black person leads a white protagonist to an epiphany, much like what's happening right now. Life imitates art. That's a movie trope, though. There's a lot of them. My favorite movie trope, by far, is the white savior movie. There's a lot of those. There's Freedom Writers. That's one. There's The Blind Side. That's another. Side note, I have been going on what I call the blind side dates. That's when an older white woman gives me a chance. And she's usually driving. And it's Sandra Bullock. She and I are fucking. My favorite white savior movie by far is The Passion of the Christ. That's a great question. How do you know Jesus was white? Because he was very unconcerned about the police. Jace Teeth will kill you. I think it'll be fine. Let him know who my dad is. No, John, heaven's a gated community, so. Well, you guys have been here, and I've been great. Good night.
Guys, we're getting so close to the finish line. Like so close that I'm just gonna keep that energy going for your next comedian. Let's keep it going for Kenny Reed.
So they put all the black people in succession. So you're going to see all of us, like, where they look all alike. So, fun fact actually about me, I'm a dean at a high school. Yeah. And what that means is that kids come to me with their emotional concerns because they trust me, and they shouldn't. Because where they see emotional turmoil and challenges, I see jokes I can tell strangers. You see, when they're coming to my office, they're sad, but when they leave, they're still sad, but I'm inspired. And it's hard being an educator and a comic because I'm funny at the wrong times. Like recently, I had a girl come into my office. She was hallucinating. It was her first time smoking weed. Now, I know what you're thinking. What a fucking rookie. And she was like, Mr. Reed, I can't feel my face. I'm hearing voices. Can you help me? And I said, who's Mr. Reed? She said, Mr. Reed, it's not funny. Am I gonna die? I said, no, you're already dead. Nothing is real. Some people ask me like why I decided to work with high school kids, and the answer is very simple. Their fights are way more entertaining. Cause like I've worked with little kids, and when little kids fight, the adults come together, we make a plan to get those kids to be friends. But when teenagers fight, we get together as a staff to talk about who won. That's facts. Like we're all be in the principal's office watching a video like, yo, Shanice got hands. I started taking bets. I'm like, yo, 20 cash says Maya loses the rematch. What are we doing? Nah, I can't take bets. Maya has a winning record. I can't do those odds. But nah, I see also a lot of bullying as a dean, and I'm not gonna lie. I be laughing at those kids too. I do. I really do. Some of them deserve it, and they do. I don't think all kids need to be bullied, but there are some exceptions, right? Like if you're 16 and your favorite thing to talk about is mustard, I don't know. I can't help you. Like I'm not gonna allow the kids to beat you up, but I am gonna help them give you a nickname, you know? Like we're all gonna be at graduation like, yo, it's my boy Dijon up there. I'm gonna get a shirt that says Dijon Poupon and fully commit to it. But now, some of my kids actually are in gangs, and that makes me sad because I was in a gang, but I left. I ain't like the company policies. Because when you're in a gang, you gotta rob people, and that's just not a deliverable I can get to you by end of day, you know? Little corporate humor there. We got work tomorrow. Plus, I am way too thoughtful and empathetic to rob anybody. Like when the homies would send me out on a robbery, I came back empty-handed with an epiphany. They were like, Kenny, what did you get? And I was like, a reminder that we're all going through something, bro. I can't rob somebody trying his best. We need to be after the government. They were like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't understand. It's systematic. Plus, you gotta have a particular aesthetic to be in a gang. You gotta look dangerous. I don't look dangerous. I look like I have a night routine, you know? Recently, someone said, Kenny, you look like you have a favorite book. And I was like, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, Othello is great, okay? Right? I really think we should appreciate it more. I recently turned 31 years old. A few people clap for that. Everything hurts. Now, I'm becoming more introspective with age. Like I started using the things I learned in therapy to help me play Call of Duty. I got to a level that I just couldn't beat, and after my 5th try, I was just like, this isn't worth my peace. I can't pour from an empty cup. My boys were like, Kenny, you all right? I was like, nah, bro, I'm not. They're like, did you beat the game? I said, nah, I beat my demons. The real Call of Duty was a duty to myself. They were like, what are you talking about? I was like, you don't understand. It's systematic, bro. Systematic. I still play with my friends, though. It's difficult because we're all dads now. Like, my son just turned 1 not too long ago. Yeah, thank you. And no one prepares you for that transition of watching your friends become parents. It's jarring, right? Because we went from talking about Adderall and threesomes not together, and now we're 5 grown men arguing about Blue's Clues. And I know we're dads because we got conspiracy theories about cartoons. Like our group chat be jumping. We be in a group chat like, yo, y'all ever notice that the only dog to talk in Blue's Clues is the rainbow one? That shit is gay. Turn the TV off. My son ain't watching that shit. And I'm just like, or he could just be in the gang. They're like, shut up, Kenny. I'm like, all right, fine. That's my time. You guys have been great.
Yeah, we're going. We're feeling it. Only a few more comics going. They're going to bring in drinks right now. Hold on. Right? Or no? No? Then fuck it. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Keep it going for your next comedian. Give it up for AJ Jordan.
How we doing, everybody? You guys can make more noise than that. Thank you. Shout out to Kenny for ending the black portion of the comedy tonight. I'm only half. They don't let me in. I've been struggling with something lately. Maybe you guys have too. I feel like it's really hard to be nice to people when you don't like people. You know what I mean? Like, I really hate it when a stranger comes up to you and they want you to be as happy and excited as they are. No, not me. I'm a grumpy old man. I'm like Logan Roy from Succession. Just, fuck off. Has anybody here ever wished that they were born in a different time? Yeah, definitely. I have. Sometimes I wish I was born in the 30s. Like they had those really cool suits. The Harlem Renaissance was going on. But more importantly, back then, they had great depression. Mine just makes me not want to get out of bed. I feel like you know you're depressed when you just need a vacation so bad that you take a trip to the psych ward. No, just me? Okay. It's fine. They have everything that you need out of a vacation at the psych ward. Like you get to meet new people, get the weekend off, get to experiment with drugs. All expenses paid. They're throwing out socks left and right. When I got to the hospital, I got off the elevator at my floor, and the first guy I saw was just barefoot, walking up and down, talking to himself. He was like, nah, fuck that. That nigga wasn't getting no money. Not like me. I was getting money with Queen Elizabeth and them. Two things about this. One, he was barefoot. Why wasn't he wearing the socks that they gave him? Really, whatever. But also, I was getting scared because I thought maybe I was in the wrong place. Like, I thought they were going to lock me up with a bunch of crazy people, not one of Queen Elizabeth's personal spies. I don't know if I belong there. You have to talk to so many different professionals in mental health there too, like therapists, and they got people with titles like LSW, MD, BSW, PhD, HIJK, it's too much to remember. I'm gonna give you a couple more letters, and these mean something to me. They said I have an SMI called MDD. That's a serious mental illness called major depressive disorder. But to me, that just means I'm really good at being depressed, you guys. Like, I'm like the top 1%. You know, I'm majoring in it. I know I do kind of look like a lesbian librarian, but I was raised in the hood. And being from the hood is weird because you find people who name their kids, and it's like nothing like the situation at home. Like, there's somebody out there named Mercedes, and her parents are taking the bus to work every day. There is definitely a kid out there named Desire that nobody wanted. There's somebody today that's gonna get a phone call from their dad, and it's gonna go like this. You have a prepaid call from... You already know who it is, baby. Do you accept the charges? And the mom's just gonna be like, Justice! Justice, come here, your dad's on the phone! Even my mom did it. She named my brother Divine, and she named me Alonzo Jr. Divine is straight from hell. And she named me after the guy that left. It's really scary being from the hood too sometimes, because like you have to be ready for anything to happen to you at any moment. So like one time, it was like 2 a.m, some guy was rolling on drugs, and he tried to break into our house and fight me. It's a true story, I swear. It went like this. Open up the door and fight me if you're a man, nigga. I was scared. I took a deep breath. And I walked up to the door. I opened it slowly, and I was just like, oh, Divine? What are you doing, bro? Put some pants on. Jeez. All right, thanks. That's all I got for you guys.
Jordan. Guys, this is it. This is like the last act. What? Oh no. It's okay. You can come home with me. That offer goes out to any of you. Honestly, it's a nice house. It's cool. Exactly. It's a nice house. It's good. Yep. We're going. It's in the back right now. I promise you. I will get you all on there. It's a big skateboard. I just got it. Like it's brand new. It's brand new. All right, guys. You ready for your last comedian? Yeah. And by I mean we're gonna kill you after this. He said it was a cult. I don't know if you remember that. I don't. No, guys. Let's get that energy going. Let's feel it. Let's have a good time. Keep it going for Jake Tamara.
Man, I'd pay like 86 cents to not have to carry all this change around in my pocket right now. You guys know, like, people talk about how hard it is to be a man today. Like, no one's a man anymore. Like, no one's a gentleman. But, like, it's all right there. I can tell you right now how to be a man. You just need the strength of a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, and all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. See, wasn't that manly? Thank you. Anyway, another thing that men need is honesty in a relationship. And I'm very honest. I don't really lie to girls except for when I get a new sweatshirt. Because you can't have a girlfriend and a sweatshirt at the same time. Everybody knows that. Yeah, it's gone immediately. There is one, I do have an ex though who I was a little bit dishonest with for a while, but then I came clean. She always complimented me about how good I was at putting the toilet seat down. And I would just take me like, yeah, thanks, great. But I felt so bad, it got to the point where I had to come clean. I'm like, babe, I use the sink almost every time. Makes it easy. Anyway, I've had a realization recently that the process of microwaving food and the process of masturbation are they're basically the same process, all right? Let me explain, right? You're sitting there late at night, scrolling through either Uber Eats or Hinge, right? Looking for something cheap. And then you're scrolling through, and then you all of a sudden have the realization, wait, I got food in the freezer and a dick in my pants. Why am I outsourcing this, And so you grab your food, or you grab your burrito, your microwavable burrito, you slide it in to the microwave, you wait for a couple minutes, ding, it's ready, you're ready to go, you're satisfied, no more thoughts of any, no more thoughts, you're satisfied, you got satisfaction, you might as well call microwaving food gastrobation. But yes, so that is a realization I came to recently. Another realization I came to recently is, you guys heard of that saying, never meet your heroes? I realized that is a true saying, because for all my life, I was a huge fan of contemporary art, and then I found out Pablo Picasso was anti-symmetric. Fucking asshole. Anyway, you guys know that joke about a horse walking into a bar? Why the long face? That joke doesn't really make sense to me if you think about it, because a horse's face is pretty much proportionate to the size of its body. Like if you think about like any other animal, like if you shrink it down, it's just a dog, right? That joke should really be about an anteater, because an anteater's face is like 2/3 the size of its body, right? Like, Let's try the joke with the anteater. So an anteater walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?" And the anteater says, "How the hell else am I supposed to get all the ants out of the anthill?" At least it doesn't even need to be funny. At least it makes sense. Why the long face? Like the horse. Like I don't know. You know that never made sense to me. But thank you for some people for agreeing. Okay. So I'm not very religious, but I will say the one story that I do believe in the Bible, the Old Testament, is the story of Abraham. Everyone know that story, right? Like the original covenant with God. Nothing else really makes sense to me in the Bible except for that, because how the hell, no matter what biblical crack you're smoking, right, do you somehow come to the idea that it's the right idea to cut off the tip of your dick? And that's not even the part that gets me the most, right? How did you do it so precisely without medical technology, right? How'd you not bleed out? And then that isn't even the part that gets me the most. How the fuck did you convince everyone else to do it too? It was like, you just go like, "Hey, Labish, come check out this trendy new thing I did." He's like, "Oh, looks pretty neat, I'll take 5. I don't know. Anyway, that's the reason I believe in that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for coming out tonight. My name is Jake Tamara.
That's fucking it. We did it. We fucking did it. Some of you even were able to stay off your phones. It was crazy. We were here. We were present. We did a thing. It was lovely. I love each and every single one of you for coming out. I appreciate every single one of your presence. Thank you for coming to Comedy Social. The comedians, thank you for coming and enjoying them as well. I hope you guys had a good time. We were brought to you by Rove this time. We've got Google and Yelp.